What up? What up? About to just get to this live for a brief second. We're not going to be live long, but just wanted to talk about the health of the breed a little bit. Think it's something that's been missing and something we definitely need to talk about, especially with All right, hold on, my audio is not working. Give me 1 second. Settings, audio. All right, hopefully it's working now. Let me see. Audio is still not working. Uh, Hope I don't have to deal with this right now, but let me see. Let me fix this audio real quick. Hey, let me know. Okay, as y'all tap in, because I cannot hear what's going on. Oh, you can hear me? Okay. So look, we finna get to it in 1 second to talk about the health of this breed, bro, because I think it's something that needs to be discussed. The American Bully and the exotic. If anybody want to jump on, I just posted the link in the description. If everybody want to jump on and state their case, at the end of the day, like I said, I've been catching a lot of flack for the things that I post on the page. And unfortunately, we have some people who have no understanding about things that's happening on the page. They cannot tell the difference between the American Bully versus the exotic bully versus, what is being posted on the page. So I think that is some of the things that actually needs to be addressed. So I figured I would take it upon myself to drop this live so we can discuss it. I got a couple of people that's about to jump on. They'll be on in a minute, but in the process, I think exotic bully healthy, he can do everything exactly. And I think that that's some of the hard part for people to actually understand. I think some people hate these dogs as a whole breed, um, period. Now, I'm not quite sure why. Y'all give me a second. Let me go ahead and share this real quick too. But I definitely want to hear everybody's opinion, man. So from where the American Bully came from to where it is, because basically some of the things that I'm hearing now is, I'm getting a lot of backlash. People are saying, a lot. I don't know if it's just breeder shit. Looking out. I don't know if it's just breeder shit or if it's just the breeds period, or if some of these people just don't like the breed or whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, that's not what's actually important to me. What's actually important to me is the actual health of the dog. And I'm sorry, but you can't convince me that just because these are American bullies, or if these are exotic bullies, that people can't breed healthy dogs. You feel me? Hold on, real quick. Let me share this out real quick to my groups. I'm just gonna share a couple times, real quick, and then I'll get down to brass tacks in a minute. Yeah, because like I said, and then you want to know something too, and then it's disturbing, bro, because you literally have people that jump in my inbox, bro, that be on some reckless, disrespectful shit about dogs. Now, some of the dogs that I post, okay, so look, let me explain to some of you guys that don't know me, and for you guys that do, you guys already understand what it is I do. We don't support the bullshit as dogs, as exotic breeders, as American bully breeders, whatever the case may be. We don't support the crippled dogs. We don't support the bullshit ass dogs. So that's that. I think I have to say first. Um, Second, there's nothing wrong with giving your opinion at all about the dogs because we as breeders, we know that some of these dogs are screwed up. We know that some of these dogs basically aren't even pet home quality dogs. Like we get it. We don't hate the dogs, bro. We hate the people, not you, uh, who are doing the horrific. Bro, I get that, but I guess you can only speak for you um on that one. Because like I said, I never release none of my inboxes that I get. I don't release that because I feel that's personal, regardless of how disrespectful the person actually is. But at some point, yeah, it is the people. We know that. And not only that, bro, my page is a submission page. You feel me? Everybody has the right. What up, Jamie? Hey, check the group chat, bro. The link to come on is in the group chat, bro. If you got time, if you still ain't at practice. But um, for the most part, we all get it. You feel me? We all definitely understand it, but at the same time, we can't just say it's a breed as a whole. You feel me? We can't say it's a breed as a whole because I've seen some exotics that are definitely functional, definitely active, definitely participate and do red stuff. Some of these people you just can't make happy no matter what it is you do. You feel me? We understand some of these dogs cannot breathe. We understand some of these dogs cannot move. They cannot function. We get it. We get it. But it doesn't look like a bully. The face looks like a Boston Terrier or a Pekingese. Hey, I agree. So when it comes to the exotic, a lot of people out here are mixing some of whatever it is they choose to mix. You feel me? They definitely are. A lot of people are out here mixing whatever it is they choose to mix. Um, when them standoffs coming back. We gonna bring the stack offs back. I want to say soon. I got to talk to everybody else that want to get involved because I definitely I have a co-host. It's just whenever they decide to jump on, no hate. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Not at all. See, this is a good thing about this platform. It's open for everybody to have an opinion. I just expect everybody to keep it respectful as possible. You feel me? That's it. And me personally, I don't think that's too much to ask for. You feel me? For people to keep it respectful. Granted, some of the things that I post, when it comes to animals, I understand how, it can sadden some people, upset others, and even make people want to be disrespectful. But place the hate where it is. I get a lot of people telling me, oh, well, why are you promoting this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing, you know, and the same thing well, listen, feel that there should be better dogs on the page, submit better dogs. You feel me? If you feel that this breed has tremendous health issues, feel free to come on and voice your opinion and let's talk about it. But a lot of people feel that they can just sit behind a computer and not say nothing and then change or expect anything to change. Anything. And that's what I don't get. You feel me? That's what's up with you, Sims? Oh yeah, damn, I didn't put the link in the description. Let me see. Let me grab the link again just in case anybody want to come on. Um, yeah, but if you guys want to come on, just feel free to. I'll keep posting it every so out throughout this, and it's not gonna be a long live. This is just me voicing my opinion about something I'm seeing. But to be honest, we hate a breed as a whole just because some people actually either don't know what they're doing or don't care what they're doing. You feel me? And that's when everything to me actually starts. crazy. Like, bro, if y'all go read some of these comments, I don't go through all of them. Sometimes I'll set up an auto message because y'all see, bro, it's not. There's no way I'm gonna respond to 7,000 comments, with a legitimate statement to everybody's feelings. You feel me? Sometimes if I'm bored, I'll do it. But other than that, no, it's not gonna happen. If you send me an inbox, and the inbox is actually genuine, then more than likely I'll respond to it. But other than that, no. Um, now once again, so nobody is offended because for some strange reason, everybody on social media get offended by some shit that they see that actually has nothing to do with them. But you can't blame me for the post. Like this page is a submission page. You feel me? It's not really a promotional page. If I see something I like, I'll post it. You feel me? If I don't like it or it makes the breed of any breed look bad, I'm gonna post it and speak on it. You feel me? I'm gonna post it and speak on it. So at some point, people really just need to get out their damn feelings, bruh. People need to get out their feelings. Anyone who reads exotic bulls should be ashamed. Okay, Jay. Now this is. Can you, if you don't mind, feel free to come on. I just posted the link, or you can feel free to voice your opinion in the comments. But I would like to know why. I would like to know why. Like, do you like English bulldogs or French bulldogs or pugs or any of those breeds, or is it just the exotic breed that you don't like? And like I said, and regardless of whoever's opinion is in the comments, you feel me? It's everybody's right. So if you guys are gonna respond back to people in the comments, please, for me, can you guys do it in a professional manner? Because I mean, we all have to understand that a lot of people do have a point when they're actually talking about the exotic or the American bully breed. If we pull our feelings out of it, let's just be honest here. The breathing, the function, the structure, the lifespan. There's a lot of things that are wrong with this breed of dog. You feel me? I mean, a lot. But once again, from what the breed was created from, it stems from that. So that's why sometimes I just want to know. I ask people like, is it the exotic? Is it the American bully, or do you just not like the short muzzle dogs? You, this page is set up for everybody to have an opinion. You feel me? But nobody, bruh, these comments, bruh, it be so racist in these comments, and some of the things that they feel about the breed of dog even seem racist the way they even feel about dog. You feel me? Some of these people take personal shots. Um, English bulldogs, pugs, and Frenchies have a quality of life. These mutations people call dogs have zero quality of life and can't. A dog that can't breathe, walk, or live more than 3 years is wrong. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. What's up, Mr. Finley? Hey, if you feel like jumping on, bro, the link, I I keep posting it throughout. But yeah, I totally agree with that. But people will be surprised the amount of people that agrees with that statement. You feel me? I totally agree with the statement. An exotic can't be functional. Why do you feel that? Why do you feel that way? Because Rebecca, if you look at most breeds of dog, none of their functionality is the same. And if you look at the standards of these breeds, their functionality are not supposed to be the same. So when you have a exotic bull, oh, you said can. Oh, my bad. So when you have an exotic bull, I think it's based on a person, but that's oh yeah, yeah. But that's anybody in life. That's anybody in life, bro. No matter what you any messed up person can fuck something up easily. Exactly. So much focus on the exotic breed when there are so many other short muzzle breeds with breathing issues. And yeah, of course, 3 years. And yeah, of course, 3 years is too short of a lifespan for any dog. Definitely, definitely. But it's some of the people that say some of these things are have English bulldogs, have French bulldogs. You feel me? And the things that they state about the exotic when they talk about skeletal system of it is kind of different than these other breeds of dogs. So if that's your issue, what is the big issue? Yeah, these some of these dogs are messed up. I totally agree with that. Some of these dogs are truly screwed up, and they go on the page, and I will post them, and I will let the community know that look, this ain't what we believe in. This is not what we're doing. The chest spread, heavy breathing, ain't it, bro? Dogs could barely stand on their own. That shit ain't right. Agreed. Totally agree. Totally agree. But I'm sure there's a lot of exotic breeders on here that breed exotics that will totally agree with you on that. You feel me? So you can't look at the whole breed. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, but when you go to Google and you type in an exotic or the lifespan of an exotic, bro, this is wrong. Most of these dogs, yes, health issues, but also on top of negligence by the owner. The overall structure is completely compromised with this breed, not to mention the nares, Cherry CDA, too much attention on looks and color and not any attention paid to functionality and health. Totally agree. Most exotics don't live 15 years. I mean, that's kind of a rough statement to make because the exotic breed hasn't really been around for 10 years. Well-bred exotic can also bred properly. Oh, hold on, a message. Oh, where it go? Properly and have quality lives and excellent movement like mine. Most exotics don't live past 10 years. I already read that. Apples and all functional my 11 inch white goat, number 12 star travel 9 inches, but that runs as fast as my boxers make. I mean, like I said, I totally agree with all of that. But this is why I try to push to the community and to the people outside of the community that when lives like this happen, feel free to come over. Feel free to get in the comments. Feel free to voice your opinion. Let the people here read some of the comments. Listen to what some of the people say. You feel me? I've never seen an exciting that aesthetically sound ever. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know if you want anybody sending you messages. I mean, if people on here have an exotic that they feel are structurally sound and can move really well, you know, or come on and show it. Either one. Um, those things are based on what the particular person is looking for. All my exotics are functional and look damn good. Walking clean and very healthy. Okay. Okay. The bully breed's been around since. Yeah, the bully breed has been, but not the exotic. See, and that's another thing. I think some people get the exotic mixed up with an American bully, and it's not the same thing. Um, that's because you don't want to find them because there's plenty of them out there. For sure. Like there's people that even breed American bullies that are totally against the exotic and feel that the exotic breed doesn't even have a standard. And it's had a standard for years. I've seen functional American bullies, never seen a functional exotic or micro. Okay. I mean that's understandable. I mean, are you looking or I mean do you Casey, do you breed dogs or are you just a dog person? Please show me one, please. Okay. Well, she's yeah, you guys send her videos. Don't send pictures, bro, because pictures that don't really tell you anything about the dog. You feel me? How come it's not the same thing? I'm all ears. Because the American bully has a standard. The American bully is bred a certain way. The exotic bully is being bred with English bulldog, French bulldog, pug, anything that most people could find that is that is really small and carries some type of color with a smashed muzzle. Man, I love what you're doing and keep it up. Most people just don't understand, and even after you explain, they already had your mind made up. Oh, of course, Jeremy. I totally agree, but you know, I'm always gonna keep doing it. Is but like I said, it's for people to have their own opinion. I don't have a problem with people having their own opinion. My issue is when you sit behind a computer and talk shit in the comments and you won't show your dogs or you won't come on and even advocate for healthier dogs or better breeding practices. You feel me? And then complain about what it is that everybody else does. You feel me? Like I don't agree with the statement people make about not having a clean exotic. It's definitely is such thing as a clean exotic when you compare mine to some of these others. I agree. I agree. I do believe, like, see, when the clean exotic first came around, I'm actually pretty close with Devontae. I think some people lost the purpose of the meaning clean exotic and exactly what it was that he was trying to do. So I think what people started doing is when they started just having thinner dogs that still had underbite, rusty feet, but it didn't fit the overall exotic that people liked, and that's what they would call it. And I think that's what even started screwing up the reputation of the clean exotic. I saw an AKC. My breed is Staffordshire Bull Terrier. I've bred Sean and many breed. Okay. Um, let me I need to do more research. I've seen a lot of these dogs look deformed. For sure. It depends on where you're looking. It depends on where you're looking. You know, it's a tough breed to talk about. Do you count micro as exotic? Yeah, they have the actual micro exotic, and from what I'm starting to see now in the community, people are starting to have micro bullies now too. So I'm not sure if that's gonna be a thing for the registry, the whole micro bully. If they will even open up a class for it to change some of the standards around. So I'm not sure, but even if that did happen, that would have to happen more in the UKC and ABKC. It is a cute dog though. Um, I've got an exotic Frenchie that was born out of a blue litter that's fully functional. Uh, I'm not really sure I would call that an exotic Frenchie if it came out of a bully litter. Do you see my micro girl I sent you? I'm not sure. I would have to go back and look, bro. Like, I get a lot of messages. Uh, yeah, I get a lot of messages, bro. Look it. Once again, I'm not saying that I understand what a lot of people were saying, but you cannot take it as a breed as a whole unless you're just one of those people that says, "Hey, a short muzzle dog is unhealthy and prone to a lot of." But let's be honest, man, when we look at a lot of these different breeds of dogs that people have, so these are some of the things that I hear. The health issues, the dogs don't live long and they're prone to a lot of things. I want you guys to do your research on some of these dogs that a lot of people love and look at the majority of things that they're prone to. And surprisingly, believe it or not, even your Chihuahuas and Labradors are prone to more diseases than an American Bully or Staffordshire Terrier or Pit Bull. We need to get rid of the XL bullies and exotic bulls. No, I disagree with that. I like XLs. They're actually pretty dope when bred properly. The only thing I think they're missing is, for the most part, is breed type. I understand where you're coming from, bro. On it, gotta understand the dog for sure. So, like, that's why sometimes you'll hear some people say, "Hey, look, they breathe perfectly fine for what they are. They move what they are." Like, you can't take a plug and put it against a Staffordshire Terrier and expect the movement to be the same. These are why standards are developed. These are why standards are created. You feel me? For certain classes and certain breeds of dogs. He said, "I like XL bullies, but exotics, no." I mean, look, what I'm gonna do, like, I'm gonna start back bringing back the live, so I can start back bringing back some of the reputable exotic breeders and American bully breeders, XL bullies too, so people can start getting a look at how it should be done right. Because, like I said, dogs like 5150, there is no way that you can tell me that 5150 is an unhealthy dog and produces a lot of genetic issues. Look at his production. His production is amazing, and a lot of his production even show in UKC. What happened to the live stack off? Just fell back. Too many people started doing it, bro. They were, and I don't like to do the same thing that everybody else is doing and saturate the community because then it gets boring. You know, Rami Ziki owns 5150. Bro, it's not just that exotic bullies have normal issues. You can tell they are physically in pain, elbows and bare feet, cakewalk. Not all of them. That's what I'm saying. Not all of them. All exotic bulls don't have elbows. All exotic bulls don't have knots. All exotic bulls, they don't have that. All exotic bulls do not move the same. So it's just when somebody just talk about the breed as a whole, maybe everything that you've seen about the breed, you feel me, has led you to believe that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you went on Google and you Googled some things and this is what you were led to believe, but this is what this page is meant for. To me, it's meant for people to have an opinion. None of mine, 200 I can't even say 70%. 5150 is a great example of what it should look like for sure. Definitely. Very functional, very clean. I like clean knots. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think a lot of people try to be in comparison. They wanna be in comparison and compare this breed to other breeds and the American breed to other, show quality dogs. But think about this, man, a lot of people talk about AKC, but let's look at UKC. UKC also is a prominent registry who has been around for a long time, and they allow American bullies to show in their ring. So then some people say, "Well, AKC." There's a lot of dogs that AKC don't accept that the UKC does. Doesn't make them bad breeds. I think people tend to try to justify whatever they can say because when they tell me, "Well, the dog has a lifespan of 4 years," but then I tell you there's several dogs out here that's like 8 and 9 years old. You feel me? Some of the first exotics, and then, "Oh, but can they move?" Then you show them moving, but it doesn't move like this. Can it work? Then you show the dog working, or what some people consider work for dogs is. Then it's like, oh, you show pictures of a dog jumping on a couch, then it's like, well, can it jump over a fence? You feel me? Or you show it jumping in a truck, but then can it climb a tree? You feel me? At what point are people just gonna stop picking? And then when your questions are being answered, then you just keep looking. For me, I feel like your mind is made up about the breed and you're looking for a problem. I think this is a problem, not just with the exotic, but it seems too many visions are making us blind. We all need a common goal to the extent with health being a great importance. I definitely agree with that, and I think money plays a big part in that because when you're breeding dogs, sometimes your vision can be skewed by the amount of money that somebody else is making off of the trash dogs that they're selling. And sometimes people start to try to go that route and not go as extreme or go as far. And then sometimes I've seen people mess up their program trying to be like other people. I have seen it. Nice exotics, but they didn't really get any love because when they go live and show it, people were talking, so they don't get any love. So they try to go and mess up your whole yard, compromise health, compromise structure, compromise their integrity and their animal lifespan. We need to stop deforming exotic bulls and start flowers, clean, correct exotics with girth, bone, rear, and head toss. I totally agree with that. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think, I think social media is playing a big part of what is messing up dog because, like I said, when you're paying too much attention to the wrong shit, it's easy for your views to be skewed. I'm glad I didn't cut no corners at all. Agreed. But like I said, even cutting corners, a lot of invite me to join. I'm trying to show off my bull. Jerome, the link here, I placed it for you right there. There's the link right there. Just click the link, copy and paste it into your browser, and follow the instructions, and it'll bring you in. But I think that social media is definitely becoming a problem when it comes to this breed. And I don't think people either in their personal lives are too secure in their own skin, so they change whatever it is they're doing just because someone else doesn't like it. You feel me? And at the end of the day, I think everyone should be breeding for themselves, but according to the standard that is set with the registry that your dogs are registered with. You know, some of the registry standards I've had an issue with. Even with the exotic, because even the registry standard will tell you like slight easty westy is okay, slight high rear is okay. And now I feel that this is really messing up the breed because slight becomes a matter of opinion at that time.
Hey, you can hear me?
Hold on real quick. Let me change my audio setting, my speaker settings.
Come here, boy.
But yeah, that's how I personally feel. You know, we can't you name me one registry.
Hey, can you
You
hear
name
and
me
see
one
me?
registry that actually did better for the breed.
Hey, can you hear and see me?
Hold on, I can't even hear you. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Come on,
It's not because of you, it's because of me.
come on.
I don't know why these settings just don't stay the same when I jump on here.
Hey, turn that down real quick.
Let's go here. Yeah, they can hear you. Go ahead, bro. I'll figure it out. Go ahead.
Okay, let me see, let me see. Damn, let me try to set this up also. You said what? Y'all come on. God damn. Here, grab here, grab here, grab here. Damn, come here. Grab my dog. Get him real quick. Get him. Hey, girl, sit your ass down. I ain't never stacked her before.
What registry do you show under?
Yes, sir. She ain't really used to this. My dog is. I don't know. It won't let me even. I can't turn my camera around. Can you still can't hear me?
Shit. Hold on.
You can't hear me?
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but can you hear
I'm
me?
still trying to find a speaker so I can hear you. But yeah, I think let me see. But yeah, so you say you don't so you say you never stacked her, so you don't show her at all.
No, I ain't never stacked before, none of that. But like I've been having her for 2 years. Say my little brother, he just bought this Merle or whatever, and shoot, I just hit her up the other day like 3 times. So I think she should be having some babies around June 17th or whatever. But I don't know, y'all. I'm really new to this whole game. I done talked to you before on here a while back, about a year ago, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I ain't never.
Yeah, no, I can't hear him. I'm probably trying to fix this. It ain't you though, bro. It's me. So you go ahead and just finish talking. I'll figure this shit out.
Yeah, but yeah, hell yeah, I'm new to all this. Hell, I just got with the game or whatever. About her, she was all black when I first starting to become chocolate.
There you go. All right, there you go. I got you now. Nah, bro. Scientific fact.
Yeah, this hot as hell out here.
Let me see. Scientific fact that breeding a dog. What is it? You can't hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah. I was gonna say I can hear you. I mean, look, man, but that's why I said a lot of people want to blame just the exotic. So, like I said, I understand if you just don't like English bulldogs, French bulldogs, pugs, like anything with the short muzzle. That's understandable for you not to like the dog.
Yeah.
You feel me? But the only thing I'm saying is when you look at the American Bully, versus the exotic bully, and
Yeah.
you look at the health issues that they carry versus looking at the lab, looking at the Doberman, looking at the German Shepherd, the Chihuahua,
Yeah.
bro, the type of shit that they're prone to cannot compare to the things that these dogs have.
No, for real. I could agree with that, man. I could agree with that. See, I ain't never had no problems with my dogs around like kids or since he was a puppy. Like I ain't even have to train them to do none of that. Like they just naturally. The only thing bad about my dog when I got her, she had bad skin or whatever. But she got that from my mama. But once I applied the Wooty Woot to her, I was putting the coconut oil, organic coconut oil on her and all that. Besides that, I ain't had not one problem at all. The only thing I hate about the as far as I ain't gonna say bullies in general, but that kink tail, I ain't really a big fan of kink tails, but I mean at the same time I don't really be tripping, man. I ain't in it for the money, I love the dogs and all that, so the money just a plus for me, to be honest.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think the American bully should have a kink tail whatsoever. Now, when it comes to the exotic and the standard that they have for it,
Yeah,
I mean, it's permissible, but at the end of the day, I would like to believe that the majority of exotic breeders want to put a tail on their dog, want to have good structure on their dogs, but that's just something I would want to believe, not necessarily a fact or true.
yeah, I agree with that. I could agree with that. I could agree with that. I mean,
You know,
tail cool. No tail to me that's just absolutely horrible. I don't like that no tail at all. I hate that.
yeah, I mean, once again, my opinion when it comes to stuff like that. See, this is something that we all have to realize. This is number one, bro.
Yeah,
If we want to inflict change in the breeding community, we ourselves first have to pay attention to the ethics that we follow.
yeah,
So I can't run around constantly pointing fingers at you if I'm doing the same thing.
yeah,
You feel me? And that's just how it is. So I think we all need to worry about our own yards, health and structurally.
yeah. Most
You
definitely.
feel me? Before we can turn around and try to change something in the community that we don't even have a say in. Let's be honest, bro. I believe if a lot of the bigger breeders came together and they said that a structurally sound dog is what's fire,
Yeah,
then that would change the aspect of the business and the perception
yeah.
that we're putting out there. You
Most
feel me?
definitely.
The bigger breeders did it, but it would have to be somebody that has a voice. It would have to be a few people that have a following that have those dogs,
Yeah,
people to do that. You feel me? But when you are just a nobody trying to trying to change something and you don't even have the dog to do it,
yeah,
or even the financial backing. It has to be something. Listen, bro, if you popped out with some clean dogs and you telling people, look, I'm making a lot of money off of these dogs, you in this Ferrari, you in this mansion. Not saying those things actually matter, but the perception of it does to the majority of people that breed dogs.
yeah.
You feel me? So if you want to make a change, you have to be in some type of position to do it. Because other than that, who the hell are you trying to tell somebody what to do that's doing more or better?
For real. And then everybody be trying to compare it to me. I hate that. I mean, I understand that's a part of the game, especially when it comes to the shows. But the comparing dogs, I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a bull is a bull at the end of the day.
Oh, for sure. That's why when somebody was like, "Man, I think they should get rid of XLs and exotic," bro, I love XLs.
Yeah,
You feel me? I like all dogs. You feel me? I mean, especially if they're healthy and functional. But I can't turn around and say, bro, look at this dog this dude bred, bro. All labs suck. You feel me? All labs are unhealthy. You
yeah,
know, you can't do that. And then we can't even count on the registries because, like I said, look at what the registry shit. Look what they did to the Doberman. Look what they did to the German Shepherd recently. Like,
man, crazy.
listen, everybody chasing trends. Facts.
I can't even see how can I see the chat? I can't even see the chat.
Okay, shit. I forgot how to look at this shit on your end, bro. Just
Oh,
push a
okay,
few buttons, you will
I can
find
see
it.
it. I can see it now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you're right because people want certain things. For sure, for sure. We're all in this, we're all like, and then think about this, even when you have the people that their main focus are the show rings. Like there's nothing wrong with that. And champion dogs out, grand champion dogs out. But how many of these champions and grand champions have you seen that cannot reproduce that?
Man, for real.
You feel me? So now having dogs, having champions and grand champions that can't reproduce themselves is taking the quality away from the show
Yeah,
because now the titles don't even mean anything because this dog can't even produce itself. So why should I focus on getting a title for a dog that can't produce?
real talk. That's crazy. I know a couple nice studs and bitches or whatever that can't breed nothing at all. Nathaniel.
Yeah, hey, and for the people that's on here, bro, that's following the page, bro, if y'all following the page, y'all make sure y'all go back and hit that follow button again and then go and hit put it on favorites. So when the lives pop up and shit like that, y'all can actually tune in and not be late. I want a dog that can run, walk, and have fun. For sure. I think we all do at that point. I've taken my kids with me to certain people houses, to go pay for stud credits or look at dogs to buy. And bro, it's crazy when you hear your kid sitting there like, why is his face like that? Why is his back like that? Why does his feet look like that? Like, bro, because you can't tame no kid, when it comes to some of the stuff they say. Is great dogs out here that have gotten overlooked because the owner isn't flashy, and that's exotic and American bullies. For sure. I totally agree. But see, what people also have to understand, what I have to say to that too, is um when you're breeding dogs, you are an official business, and part of business comes promoting, marketing, and branding.
Hmm.
I think a lot of people get overlooked because people feel like, well, the dog should sell themselves, or I'm gonna let the dogs do all the talking for me. Now, that's a great theory to have if you're gonna step into the ring. You feel me? But like I tell people, a lot of the people with the better dogs are the people that sit back and say nothing or do nothing, but then get upset that their dog is not getting the type of attention like this trash is.
Yeah.
You feel me? But it's like, bro, if you're not gonna speak up, if you're gonna let the dogs do the talking, you're gonna be in a position that you're constantly in. And I'm not saying this is even a money thing because I feel like if a lot of the people with the better dogs start stepping out, promoting their dogs, showing their dogs, and doing all of those type of things with their dogs, they might be able to change the aspect of the way this game is going.
No, for real. Yeah. Most definitely.
You feel me? But a lot of these people don't want to step out. A lot of these people don't want to say anything. So they just sit back and complain. Now you really do sound like a hater because it's like, oh, my dog is better than this. Okay, then how come we never see it? Like I go to some of these people pages, bro, and I see them posting more about other people's dogs than they post about their own.
No, for real. That's crazy. I hate how people. Yeah, yeah. See, there ain't even nothing I can say. You right on target with everything you be saying. To be honest, man, that's
Because,
all.
bro, think about it. Look at all of these fucked up dogs. These dudes is out here on lives. These dogs are out here. These dudes are out here at the dog shows. These dudes are making posts about their dogs, talking to people about their dogs to a point where now these other people are talking about their dogs. You feel me? Like you have like Tiffany just said. So basically, you have Tracy. I'm sorry. You basically have to be your dog's campaign manager.
My bad.
You feel me? And you do because when you sit back and say nothing, how can you expect something from that?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up with you, Molly? If you want to jump on, brother, feel free to jump on. I'll post the link again because you've been in the game for a while, bro. But and he has some very nice dogs too. Like I mean, shit, like the whole North Carolinas is out there. This is one thing I get in North Carolinas. My guy, Three Amigos. You got Motley, you got Joe Nathan, you got Bradley, you have Murph. You have a lot of people in the Carolinas whose main focus, is structure and functionality and health first.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's why I get them dudes credit out there because that's their main goal. They're not looking to breed to the next hottest dog just to be able to make a buck.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, in my opinion, once again, it's just my opinion. But the people with the better dogs need to step out and start trying to make more noise. You feel me? And it's unfortunate, but when I say make more noise, I'm not saying step out into the communities and start talking shit. That's not the type of noise that I'm talking about. But if you are not going to turn around and start speaking up for your dog, or speaking up for the better dogs. You feel me? How do you expect the game to change at all in any type of way? You know, but at the end of the day, bro, like I said, I'm going to continue to advocate for the breed and for the people that don't like the shit that I post or don't like the shit that I say. I mean, look, bro, y'all know me, bro. Y'all know where I stand. Who gives a fuck? Block me.
No,
You feel me? Like there are this page has seen over 3 million views in the last fucking 14 days. I don't think I'm gonna miss one person.
no.
You feel me? What's up, Molly?
What's happening, baby?
Oh, chilling, chilling. Just talking about a topic, the health of the American bully and the exotic breed, bro. And are we getting better or getting worse? And
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the game getting better. I mean, but it just like the real ones are popping out to these shows. You know what I'm saying? And then like you can broadcast what you got, like what you were stating earlier, popping out, getting to these shows and everything. But you got so many people that not popping out, not broadcasting, not marketing, not really doing a thing. But you know, that's their style. But I don't know. We pull up, man. We pull up deep when we go to shows.
so what do you think? So what do you think in that aspect, Molly? Because let's just say, let's take
Well,
it back some years from when you got into the game all the way to now. What do you think was the best thing for you when looking back to looking now? What made you different at what point?
well, what made me different, never forgetting where I came from, and staying me. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a lot of people that get in the game, you start to get a little clout, you start to get the big head, you forget about the people that supported you along the way. And then like me going with I created the El Chapo line. You know what I'm saying? Like producing, and everything. Got a lot of production out there on the ground, and like I said, investing back into my kennel. Uh, Shit, hey, it been up. You know what I'm saying? Like the crazy part is, the transformation. You gotta be able to say ties with the game, like transforming from the bully to the exotics. And know how to do both. You know what I'm saying? With my yard, I got everything. You know what I'm saying? I got exotics, I got American bully, I got English bulldog, I got French bulldogs, and I got 4 yards. You see what I'm saying? Like, and we got the fluffies in now. So I mean, we got everything. But it being able to say with the market, cause like you can't be closed minded to the game. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be open minded.
Yeah. So do you feel like, because I've been hearing a lot of people say that you cannot have a healthy functional exotic.
Yes, you can, cause I got plenty of them. I be I be honest, I got plenty. You feel me? I didn't let Frank Lucas in the house, and then you go to my guy Huncho. He got Huncho, and then you go to my brother Manny. He got Showtime, and he gate better than some of the big dogs. You feel me? Like he did one best gate at the dog show. I mean, against a daggone
Yeah,
bully. You feel me? And like it just about how you breed, but that's what I'm saying. Like you got picture dogs and you got real dogs.
for sure.
You
I
know what I'm
totally
saying?
agree with that.
Like that's why I said the other day on my post is like some of these dogs are just picture dogs. They not really getting out here and showing you the dog because the dog is fucked up. They sell you the fronts of a dog and a little bit of angle, but they ain't gonna show you the whole dog because
And them fronts,
a
hold
lot
on,
of
let's
these
be
dogs
honest.
look.
And
A
the
lot,
fronts don't even really look like that.
yeah, but a lot of these dogs are messed up in the rear. You know what I'm saying? The rear, a lot of these dogs are weak in the rear. You know what I'm saying? So like the fronts be bowled out, yeah, but that's just a picture dog. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Okay,
they
so
ain't
hey,
pulling
hey,
out.
Walt says that's what every exotic breeder says, but embark OFA or anything done. Have you had any of that stuff done with your exotics?
Who me?
Yeah, any OFA testing or any of that? Because I know I
I don't
haven't.
never do all that. I'm a breeder, man. I do more of that when I get into my French bulldogs and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, shit. I mean, shit. Hey, come here.
What's up,
Hold on. I'll
Eddie?
show you exotic shit. I ain't gonna fucking scared to show shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I,
Like I ain't gonna lie, I haven't, but I haven't, with
hold
any of
up.
my breedings, I haven't really experienced any early
I
dogs
mean,
dying early deaths. And
that's- you know what I'm saying? I don't mind showing that. How you turn the damn camera around though? You can't the camera turn around?
yeah, it can, but I forgot how. You gotta have to click some buttons and shit.
Damn shit. Nah, that ain't it. But I mean, shit. That's a exotic right there. You see?
And he's outside all day, summertime, everything.
Yeah, look. I mean, shit. I let him out move for him. Look, 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 look. You see? Ain't nothing weak about that dog.
He said not even embark. I mean, you want to know something? See, this is the thing with embark. It was Andre Smith. Andre Smith did a call with one of the doctors or whoever he spoke to at embark, right? And basically they were basically saying their testing for the American bully is not that accurate yet. You feel me? So in my opinion, I'm like, why even do it? Why does and if you've been breeding that same bloodline for so many years, do you even find it necessary if you haven't been experiencing any type of health issues?
I mean, I haven't been experienced with nothing. I mean, like I'm the breeder. I haven't never used an incubator. You feel me? Like I never used an incubator with my English bulldogs or my French bulldogs or none of my dogs. I never used an incubator. I can't
Yeah,
even
I
see the
don't even own
comments.
one. I don't even own one. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel if a dog is too weak to survive, bro, I'm gonna just let him go.
Yeah. I mean, I will try to look. If I feel like a dog is too weak, I'm gonna try to save it. But if I can't save it, I can't save it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I didn't want I didn't want the best out of my dogs. You know what I'm saying? I want the best for the program. I want everything. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree. But that's why I said I haven't experienced a lot of the things that a lot of these people have actually experienced. You feel me?
Right.
So, now don't get me wrong, I've bought dogs I've bought dogs that ended up being deaf. I've bought dogs that ended up being blind in one eye, so I understand that, when it comes to the exotic, the community is kind of in shambles depending on who you dealt with. But that's why I said I think that's on you as the purchaser and business to do your own research and figure that stuff out before you purchase. So like I never blame the actual breeder. That was my actual fault. That was probably a while back. Hold on, I'm getting so
I
many.
can't see the comments on my end.
Yeah, you got to click some buttons to see them. I forgot what's the name. Just found them. A lot of what I hear. I mean, damn, I can get out the way. I mean, I've never had a C-section, never done an AI, never used an incubator, and never. I'm old school. Been in it for a while, my whole life. But even I tested my Merle stud, plan to test all my others, even though I produced them. I mean, that's understandable,
Yeah.
But like I said, to me, it's the fact that some people blame the whole breed on some of the trash that they see.
Yeah, you can yeah, you're right about that. Cause you know the exotics are the ones that get bashed the most. But not every yard is the same, not every dog is the same. I mean, I've seen trash American bullies, you know what I'm saying? Not I mean, it's just about the dogs, you feel me?
Well, see, you also got to understand a lot of these people don't like the American bully breed either.
I like them all.
Man, look, a beautiful dog is a beautiful dog, babe.
Yeah, I gotta get credit where it do.
But like I said, you have some people, to me, and I hate to say it, but it just sounds racist to me when
Yeah,
you see a breed of dog, you see one dog in that whole breed, and you just turn around and say, well, they're all trash. You feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
And
You
then
can't
when you
do
look,
that.
I have a pocket standard in Excel. Actually, have one micro I produced as well. I love all dogs in general, bro. Like I said, I don't understand how you could say that you love dogs and then hate a certain breed. You feel me?
Yeah,
I like all dogs. I don't give a damn what it is. You know, like I said, a beautiful dog is a beautiful dog.
yeah, I stand on that.
You know,
But I mean, a lot of people don't understand a lot of people don't understand the breed itself. They close minded. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I breed them all, so there ain't no reason I be closed minded to it. You know what I'm saying? Momento bato.
Walt says, I don't mean no diss, but if we talking dogs, let's break it down for him. What do you mean break it down for him, Walt? Go ahead. Let us know. Shit, my
Wow.
first dog was a Chihuahua. Nah, my first dog was an American Bulldog.
Thank you, baby. Put it
Uh,
right there.
Again, I have yet to see a structurally correct exotic or micro. I'm a
I
standard
mean,
English bully.
what are you saying? I mean, exotic. I mean, you ain't gonna see 100% correct. You know what I'm saying? When you gonna sell? I mean, I'm gonna say you're gonna see a cleaner version, but I ain't gonna say you're gonna see 100% correct.
Yeah, but once again, what are you comparing it to? Because if you compare
I
some of the
mean,
exotics to the actual exotic standard,
but you
some
going
of them.
but you gonna have the slight underbite or overbites and shit like that. Or we talking about? I mean, pause. We talking, functional. I mean, the dog's gonna be functional and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some ain't. But I mean, the slights is because you got the smush muzzle. I mean, you going for a different look when you go to the exotic route. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I done seen American bullies with a slight underbite. You know what I'm saying? So like. You show me 100% perfect dog and let me evaluate that dog. Something gonna be different. Something gonna be wrong. I can
So
find
she
something on the
say
dog.
I am talking about basic canine structure and structure of dogs bred for purpose. Okay, but my thing is this. First, my thing is this. When you talk about perfectly structured dogs, you have to be comparing it to something because you have a lot of exotics that's structured damn near just like French bulldogs that I've seen champ out in rings. You feel me? So, I mean, if we're going to talk about perfectly structured, what is it being compared to? And
I
then
mean,
number one, and then number two, when you talk about dogs that are being bred for purpose, first of all, I don't get if you are showing your dog in a show ring, your dog is not fulfilling this purpose. That dog was not created to walk into a ring and stand there for people to judge. You feel me? So when I hear people talk about purpose when it comes to dogs, that is not a dog's purpose. That's your purpose as a human. So to point a finger at, oh, well, he's breeding for color or he's breeding for this, what is actually the difference when you are breeding for your own purpose, regardless? And then we're listening to someone who created a standard. No one no different than Motley and myself. You feel me? Created a standard for a breed that people are supposed to go by. Now, the problem with that is if these standards was best for the breed, why are these so-called A1 registries keep changing the standards for certain breeds, even the AKC, the UKC? Why do they keep changing if this is what it's supposed to be?
conveniency. That's the number one answer, conveniency, and that's how they can get more people into their registry. That's what they look at. They're looking
Yeah.
at numbers. We're looking at breed types. Damn.
People say functional, but their dog over here hopping around, their back legs ain't moving correctly. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. There is no 100% perfect dog. I haven't seen one myself.
Yeah, but Casey, that's what I was saying. When you look at the exotic breed standard, a lot of the exotics fit the breed standard. But when you look at the dog, if you don't understand the standard, you're saying it's not a structurally sound dog compared to what? Casey, you want to come on and just have a conversation so you ain't gotta type. You don't have to show your face on here. There's a button where you can just where you can come
Okay.
on and it just be your voice.
You mean tell me I could have hid my face because I ain't looking good today. I ain't got my beard done. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
bro, you was just on Facebook with no shirt on, bro. Hold on, come on.
Hey, I'm back. Sure, I'm happy I'm getting in shape, bro. I've been working back out.
Okay, the standard for the
Hey, I
exotic
don't have to
breed.
cut the camera off for a second though. I got some stuff to do.
Okay,
But I'm
this
listening.
the standard was written for the same purpose that any standard was to create a better show quality dog. What's up, Tony? What's up, Tony? Here, Tony. There you go, right here. I just posted the link in the description, bro. Just copy it and come on. So that this is what the standard was wrote for, to create a better show dog. And when you say purpose, bro, there is no standard from any registry that is going to show the true purpose of what a dog is meant to do. Period. Hold on, let me grab my computer charger because I wasn't gonna stay live that long, but this getting good. Hold on. I need to put a damn plug under there. This ain't gonna reach. God damn it. My bad, y'all. Let me head to the garage. I guess we just gonna have some fun, bro. Look, for the people that's jumping on, man, y'all go ahead and share the live out. Let me get my guy Tone on here.
Yo, man.
Let me head somewhere where I could just sit down. What's happening with you? What's happening with you, my guy?
Man, ain't nothing much.
Yeah, so basically we were just talking about the health of the breed, bro. Where it's headed, what's going on with it, bro, and stuff like that, and are we getting better with it? And then
man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think the breed is definitely getting better, man. It's from where it came, where it's been to where it's going. Hold on.
Man, hey Johnny, bro, I gotta agree with you on that, bro. He say, but the dogs at the shows with the flaws be the one to win, bruh. Hey, I agree with you, my guy. You know, I'm not even gonna sit here and act like that's not what happens, because we talk about that a lot.
Yeah, I agree with that for a show that just doing the front stats and stuff like that, and maybe a side stat. But as far as one of the working show where you actually got to make that dog move in the ring, that's when you separate the two.
And then they add on, and then the type of classes they be adding. I'm not gonna lie, bro. When it comes to the exotic, even some of the classes that be added, bro, be dumb as hell, bro.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
But see, it's to me,
That's why
it's
my show built different. Like you
it's
turn the
for,
Carolina show out on take 3, that shit different. All my shows are different. It's not mine and Victor, it hit different.
Yo, my boy.
How you on 2? Hold on, let me remove.
Hey, remove the other one. Yeah. So I just downloaded the app, so you know what I'm saying. But yeah, bro. I mean, I've been breeding these dogs for a long. That thing got way better than what they used to be. You know what I'm saying? So
They definitely got better over the last 5
it's
years.
I mean, you know, for people that's critical, you know what I'm saying, on the breed, you know, you gotta take it with a grain of salt, bro. You're gonna have some people that just not gonna like what we do, and then you're gonna have some people that can understand the innovation of what we doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, is it perfect? No. Are we striving to get perfect? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna be? Is it bumps in the road? Damn straight.
I mean, like any breed that just started out. You feel me? Like any breed.
Yeah. Do you like my thing of it? Do you? You know, when they was creating, you know, these other breeds like rock rollers and other things, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't nobody bashing them or telling them like what not to do and how they should do this. You feel me? And we over here, we're moving in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Dogs are getting better. You got staple dogs like Crown and other different breeds. You know, with other styles of dogs. But I don't see why you can't see like this game. The dogs are getting better. Or do we got bad breeders in the game? Yes. Do we got good breeders? Yes. You know what I'm saying? So
Do you got backyard breeders? Yes. Do you
yeah.
got
You know,
you know,
so
it's a lot of shit in the game.
Yeah, but that's with anything though. That's people breeding, Yorkie doodles and all types of shit. So it's all about who's paying attention, who's watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't make everybody happy.
Nah, you can't. Like that's one thing as a breeder that some people don't understand. Like the perspective of what what I'm saying, what I may deem as good for a dog. Other people may not. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but listen, man. I think, like I said, where we're going with how much do y'all charge for puppies?
And my prices range anywhere from 35 to 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends because if you want my
Yeah.
if you want my dog, you feel me? That's different.
Yeah, I mean, 10 is the highest I go typically. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna tell you I doing it 20K,
Even if somebody
30K.
wants your pick,
Shit, I'll still do it for 10. I don't give a fuck. I can reproduce everything, you know what I'm saying? I got
Yeah.
the sauce. I got everything I want here. You feel me? So, I mean, I'm not charging more than 10.
Yeah. It just depends. Depends on the dog. If it's like a stud that you know what I'm saying, that I really been promoting and pushing, and you know what I'm saying, it may be a little different, but majority on like puppies and just regular dogs. I'm with bro. 10 is
Johnny
the
say
high.
everybody started from pockets to make micros. I can't agree with that. I think that's originally how it started, but I don't think that's where it's at now. I think when people are mixing the breed still, those people are going straight for, bulldogs to Frenchies to nanos. I don't think the bully is playing any type of part. You hit that against that wall again, I'm gonna throw you against it. Go outside.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, if you look at dogs like Venom, I mean, what's that? Venom Blood of Veneno.
Yeah.
Veneno got more of a bullier style look to it. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then they use that as an outcross. You know what I'm saying? From Tri-State to Crown to
They say a price
Bullstock to
ballpark. Everybody price ballpark is different, but I want to say, you got people selling, you got people prices that are starting from, $500 up to shit from what we see in a million.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. I think it just depends. So Tom,
yeah.
when it comes to the functioning and the health of what would you say the average lifespan of an exotic was?
Man, shit. I mean, it varies because I still got dogs that I thought was exotic still living to this day. So
Yeah, I still got some. I got some alive right now at 7 years old.
Yeah,
yeah,
but see, and that's why I tell people like the breed hasn't been around that long to really even give it a lifespan. But when you look
right.
on Google, you feel me? That's usually what you hear people talking about. What you would read on Google.
I mean, the average lifespan on a dog is between 10 to 15 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, Shit. The crazier part, the taller dogs like the Great Danes and all that shit, they lifespan is like 5 to 10. So when you talking exotics, you can't.
But they got more hip problems and shit though.
Yeah, but that's what
But
I'm saying.
but that's not what they talk about though. They
Yeah,
talk about exotics.
yeah. So it's like I say, it's perception. It's what people want to push. You know what I'm saying? Just because certain people may not agree with what we do, they try to they'll try to bash it or say, oh they're not breeding ethically. They're doing these dogs wrong. But when you got a fucking what I'm saying, a dog that's damn near 7 feet tall that what I'm saying, that got hip dysplasia and bad knees and all this other shit going on.
Hold on,
Arthritis.
that's prone to seizures. You
Yeah,
feel me?
you know what I'm saying? But the exotic get the bad light because the people are not educated. And it's like, and the
Man,
thing of it is, breeders are they're really trying to perfect their craft. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got guys that's really trying to get to the X's and O's, the breeding.
I mean,
But
bro, I'm gonna just say it straight up, bro. Most dog breeds that were predominantly bred by black people has always had a bad name.
yeah, like remember, and the crazy part about it is, remember when pit bulls was like, man, the pit bull was just the worst dog to have. Now people they love them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this, but you got an exotic. Oh,
That's because think about it. Think about it. The African American culture has stepped away from the pit bull breed, and now all of a sudden this is a best dog to have in the show ring. Now,
yeah, this is the
now it's
best dog to
yeah.
have in the show ring, the pit bull. Damn, but just just 10 years ago, y'all just said these dogs was banned. You couldn't have them at rental properties. You couldn't have them in all these different spaces. But now they the best dog to have in the world. But now the
Yeah.
exotic breed is the worst dog to have. That shit crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I say to him?
Yeah.
Bump him.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. So
I'ma do me.
Yeah.
I'ma do
Worried
me.
about OFA or pin hip. I don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't.
But
I don't
shit,
do
hey, I
no.
don't have to get off here. I'll holler at y'all, man. Y'all be safe. Y'all stay blessed. You heard?
Nah,
For
for
sure.
sure. For sure.
All right.
Yeah, I don't do no FA, no OFA or pin hip testing.
Yeah, shit. They don't do it in other breeds. So why do we? I'm like, you know what's crazy, bro? When people be breeding these goddamn Dobermans and all these other shit, they don't. I ain't never seen somebody that breed Dobermans go through all the critical shit that American Bully and exotic breeders go through. Exotic breed, they gotta dog gotta have all these tests, they gotta have all these goddamn scans and head checks and all this. But when you go breed fucking Doberman shit, they ain't doing all that. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? So I just hate the hypocrisy of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course, bro. And like I said, and we see it for what it is. But you know, if we really talk about the true issue, even in our community, bro, then it turns around that we end up being the wrong person, or we end up being the aggressive person. You know, even when you discuss the truth about what happens, you know, what people gotta understand, bro, is this is real life. The same people that don't like a certain group of people are the same people who breed dogs too, or the same people that run around this community too. So when people act like that this isn't a concern, you know, that's what concerns me. When people act like, hey, this shit just don't exist no more, it's not a problem. I understand some of the dogs are fucked up, but you can't blame the whole breed.
Yeah.
Or
Because
or or
there's phenomenal dogs, bro, that actually show, that actually perform, that actually work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that get in the ring or get on the table that show great dogs, man.
yeah, like, bruh, you know how many. Bro, you know how many people that I've heard like on some of my posts, like, oh, they don't know what they're doing. They just have dogs all on the tables, and that's ghetto, and this and that and the third. And I'm sitting there like, bro, have you seen AKC shows? Have you
Yeah.
seen
Have you the
BKC
crazy
shows?
part? If you go to AKC shows,
I'll tell
once
you.
they
I'll tell
finish
you.
showing in the ring, they put them on the stack table, like a little mini table.
Yeah, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Yeah, they put them like. And bro, they've been putting dogs on the table since the fucking
Yeah, but
the
see, hey
40s.
Casey, she's so look. I'm gonna throw this. I'm gonna throw this on the screen. She says reputable Doberman breeders are absolutely grading hips and elbows for OFA. This is a thing y'all now know better. You can do better. Start health testing.
First thing,
So let me say this: you're talking about reputable breeders with Dobermans, but what about the other 90% of the Doberman breeders? You're gonna shit on the whole Doberman breed now?
yeah,
You feel me? We have a lot of people who do OFA testing. We have a lot of people who do pin hip testing in our community. You feel me? But
yeah.
we don't see you guys saying, "Well, the reputable people do it." Like we know about it. Believe me, we know about it. But if I have not, I have other people who have bought in production from me, who have the other 90% are unethical. I guess, but you're not judging that whole breed based off the other 90%. You're judging the
So
breed based off the 10%. What we're saying is, in the exotic community, you guys are judging off the whole 90% and not the 10 that are actually doing right. You know, and people have tested puppies that they've bought for me. Everything comes back fine. I have yet to do any testing with my dogs, but I've yet to experience the type of things that these testings would show, like dogs like wine. I mean, dogs that are prone to certain diseases. You feel me? Like I don't deal with it. You feel me? But once again, as I can't speak for every Casey, why don't you click the button and come on and just don't turn your camera on?
say what?
Because she in here typing paragraphs.
Nah, for real.
She over there, bro, just going.
Nah,
Stop. This is show hip displacement, elbow displacement. I feel you. No, look, hold on. It's not a button. You gotta copy the link,
Get out of
copy the link, and then paste it in your browser, and then just follow the steps, and it'll bring you in. Yeah, so yeah, because you're typing a lot, and I think this would be a better conversation if you were actually on here.
Yeah.
You feel me? But
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause
y'all make sure y'all follow my guy Tony Henderson, man. And y'all check out the podcast on YouTube, the Bully Spitting podcast on YouTube. Great show.
nah, for sure. Definitely a great show, man. We had a great episode last night. Real controversial shit, man. You know, we gotta get to the nuts and bolts of shit sometimes. Even though it may not come off as PG-13 as it should, but hey,
I
that's
mean,
better. It's
bro, I
better to
feel
have
like,
it raw than anything.
yeah, bro. That's it. We need the truth about everything, bro. That's going on in the community, and I feel regardless of how it's displayed to the public, as long as it's coming out and people are enjoying themselves, man, I don't see why not.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, bro. But that's what make the community great, bro, and make what we do. You know what I'm saying? Better for the breed. You know, somebody got to be pioneers, and you know what I'm saying, and push the pendulum forward. You feel me?
Yeah, but that's what I say, bro. A lot of people don't like the content that I post on my page. A lot of people don't like the shit I say. And like I tell people, bro, listen, this is simple. It's 3 dots in the corner, right? Go click on the 3 dots, and it's something that'll say block. You feel me? Block the page. Block me.
Controversy sales, dog.
Oh yeah. See, but you know, for me, at the end of the day, bro, I enjoy what I do. You see, I don't even go live that much. So when I spark up the live, it's like, okay, I really got something I want to talk about. You know, there's a lot of platforms out here that have the professionalism. You know, you got a DCB Ray, y'all. Y'all got the Bully Spitting podcast. Shit, I mean, it's not very many people out here. I mean, you got a lot of people in the American Bully community, but you know, if you are looking to get the truth about what's going on in the community, definitely follow the Bully Spitting podcast.
Yeah. Established in 2021. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the quality is great, bro. They definitely have a nice podcast studio. You feel me? I mean,
and anybody is welcome to come be a part and you know, get the experience. You know what I'm saying? So it's not tailored to just one demographic, or you know what I'm saying? You know.
yeah. Oh, and then that's another thing too. Once again, for the few people that's still on here, it's a submission page. So if you submit, you know, some pit bulls working and out there doing some shit hog hunting, man, send it to me. I'll post it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Whatever response you get is whatever response you get. You can't blame me for that.
Nah,
you know. But it's a submission page. You submit something to me. I think if the quality is good enough to be posted, it'll go up. It'll get posted. You know, but you can't complain about the dogs that you see on the page if you are not sending in what you would consider to be a better dog. And like some of the people that be in my inbox complaining about the health of the dogs, the structure of the dogs, the way they move, what I post, and then I tell them, well, hey, why don't you let me interview you so we can get your opinion? Oh, well, you already got it. Okay, well, shut the fuck up. You feel me? Don't say nothing. If you gonna stay behind the computer, don't say nothing. You feel me? If you're not gonna come voice your opinion about how you feel, at least like even with Casey, she's in the comments. She's voicing her opinion. You feel me?
Yeah.
At least that.
Yeah, and that's why I tell people it's easy. The thing of this, it's easy to sit behind a phone and text your emotions through a phone. And then it's another thing to show your face and really be like, hey, this is how I feel. This is what I don't like. This is what I do like. You know what I'm saying? Because I can, like, it's easy to say, man, forget what you're talking about. You know, I can sit in the comments and do that all day. But it's a different conversation when I can be personable with you. You feel me?
Yeah. And Walt, this is the thing. So this is what Walt says, and I'm gonna respond to this, and then I want to see your response to this too. It say need to run this on TikTok to get more listeners and spread more knowledge and awareness. Now, my response to that is mad. It's bad. It's not good. But people don't want to know the truth. People don't want to learn. People don't want to see it. Like, look, bro, if me and Tone start arguing right now, and start fighting this shit, bro, this shit'll run up to 800 people.
Nah, for sure. For sure.
You feel me? But this
when
is
you trying to be informative, nah, people ain't trying to be informed. They want to be like. See, the thing of it is, they want to be informed. They want to be informed behind closed doors. They don't want people to know that they're informed. They want people to. They want them to. They want you. They gonna play crazy while they really getting the information on the backside, and letting you run into the wall. You feel me? And that's just how this shit work. That's how this work been working ever since. And shit, if you don't, like that's why I say you gotta pay attention to people that's really trying to educate the breed, educate the community, because there's a lot of people that's gonna let you crash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. But see, that's why on one of my things I try to preach growth. You feel me? I want everybody to grow because I feel like the community there wouldn't be as many haters if everybody had motion. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
go ahead. But that's the thing of that's a I thing. That's not you can't fault nobody for not wanting. Oh man, it's not your fault. It's not nobody's fault that nobody's investing into your program. Sometimes you got to take a step back and like, man, this shit may not be really what's working. I might need to change my direction. And it's okay to reset your yard. You know what I'm saying? Everything that was popping in 2011 ain't popping in 2020. You know what I'm saying? It's 2024. There's a new style of dog like that people are chasing or that they want. And so if your dog don't have those traits or characteristics, then you're gonna fall by the wayside. If you have a market for people that may want to buy your dogs or that are interested in your blood and still like incorporating it, then you're good. But if you don't and you're still trying to build a clientele in the market, then you have to go with you have to change. You can still keep some of your old stuff and bring it together, but you still got to incorporate new stuff. You know, like, man, let's be honest. If your dog got crown on the back of it right now, people gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and that's just 100. If you got some old shit, say you come in some shit and let's say they sell that whole say 3 times Miyagi, they gonna look at your ass like that shit was cool a couple of years ago, but now that shit is not a hot commodity. Like it's not like, oh, I gotta have that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just certain bloods right now that like you gotta have, like a Tri-State, Veneno, shit. The list goes on. I'm not trying to get into names, but you feel where I'm coming from, where I'm going with it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I believe you do too, but like I try to tell people, I think sometimes like I've seen people sell dogs that they think weren't good, and then the person that buys it makes a lot of money off of it because they just didn't put the dog out there right.
Yeah, like everything is perception, bro. Everything is your perspective. Like, does that dog really look like $1 million dog? Does that puppy like this? This is what I tell them. If when you take that picture or that post that video, do that video really says, man, that's a $10,000 dog? That's a $5,000 dog. Ask yourself that. If it don't give that type of energy, then don't post that shit. Like, don't put it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, you post some bullshit. You got motherfuckers like me sitting there waiting for it. Waiting for it.
So you gotta be, you know what I'm saying? People gotta be on their toes. Like, this like a business like McDonald's. You gotta be consistent in what you're putting out. If you got a certain product, you know what I'm saying? If you posting your dogs every day, all day, then you 9 times out of 10, your product is a little suspect. You feel me? Because people they thrive on what they can't have or what they can't see on a regular. If your yard is consistent and you post a picture once a week or a video once a week of just your dogs working or your dogs stacking or doing this and doing that, but if you don't live showing your dogs running in your yard all the goddamn time, they not finna tap in with you like that. They like, oh shit, you got regular ass dog, you do this shit. You know, like it's no, you're not incentivizing nobody to come to your yard or shop and do business because they see your shit all the time. Like people like being in the unknown. Like I don't know why.
Lied to.
Yeah, like so. And that shit crazy, but it is what it is. So.
I mean, but it's unfortunate that people really do like being lied to. It's unfortunate that people really do breed to a picture, bro, because we see nice front shots. We see a beautiful quality picture of a dog. People don't ask no questions. They send that lock-in money or they pay in full. You do a breed and now your dog got a water slide on their back. You're wondering why.
I'm gonna tell you. So since I didn't start taking pictures, and you know what I'm saying, and start kind of working in the photography side of it. Um, you know, you have some people that want their dogs to be sauced up in the picture, or want you to add a little bit more girth, or add a little bit more head. You know what I'm saying? Is it wrong? It can be.
I
You know
don't
what I'm
think so.
saying?
I don't think so, bro. And I'm a photographer. I work the hell out of Photoshop, but I don't think it's wrong at all. Why would it be wrong if 90% of the community is stupid? You got to cater to them. Why would
Yeah,
it be wrong when 90% of the community will breed to one picture that's a front shot? How can it
yeah.
be wrong?
No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. Hey, so I'm gonna tell you. So like, what I do is when I'm taking pictures now, I always get them at an angle so that they can kind of see like the rear slash front type shit. You know what I'm saying? But you would have some people like, nah, I mean, I just want the front. Like,
Of
I
course.
don't want no side shot. Fuck that. Give me the front. If you want to get a side shot, you can pull his leg out a bit. You know what I'm saying? But majority of the time, boy, they really just trying to get that. They just trying to get the bait the people in to come in and you know what I'm saying and breed their dogs, so or just buy puppies. Um, you know, I tell people what really sells, man, is the video. You got a good video of your dog, even if that whole 10 years old, they will lock in, they will support, they will do the business. But if you come there with that picture, you're gonna get a few people that's gonna bite on it, but 9 times out of 10, they gonna always say, hey, can I see a video? So and that's where people go wrong here, because then they don't got the video to match the dog.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, I agree, bro. Like, oh man, I didn't know your daughter was right there. I'm over here cursing and
Oh
stuff.
man, she was over there by the TV,
Oh,
man.
but yeah, man. For the most part, man. Like I said, people they hide certain flaws about their dogs. They stack certain things out about their dogs. One thing I'm starting to see a lot now is people are teaching their dogs to squat in the rear for stacking on tables, and I'm sitting here like, bro, that's why I don't mind. I don't mind showing my dogs running around. I don't mind showing my dogs moving because if you come lock in my dog or breed to my dog or buy from me, you know exactly what you're getting because you've seen every aspect several times of the dog. You
Yeah,
can't
nah, for sure.
complain.
For sure. The thing about it too is though, bro, um, we know these dogs will be on display, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if it's an understanding of what y'all stacking off on whatever you know what I'm saying you're doing, then that's what that is. But if we just my dog just on the table, I'm just trying to get the best image of my dog. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah, okay.
saying? And I think that's where a lot of people may go wrong. Is they're like, oh man, we stacking dogs, but was anything ever determined? Did we say, hey man, the dog's got to be on all fours and they got to be standing straight up? You know what I'm saying? Or did we just say, hey, we just put these dogs on the table? You know what I'm saying? And
No,
if that's the
hold on,
case,
hold on. Look, you can't go to the three dots, Casey. You have to click. I'll post the link again in the description. Copy the link, and then post it in your browser on your phone.
yeah, copy the link, go to browser, and hit the link, and it's gonna come up, and then it's gonna have to you're gonna hit the link again. It's gonna bring you into the app. And then it's gonna give you an option to download. You can download it. That's what I did. I downloaded it. So, but you know, it's your preference. But I think I'm just saying a lot to you, bro. The dog ain't going in the right way. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of pioneers in it, bro. It's a lot of people that's making good money. It's gonna get better, bro. You know, I don't see it getting worse. I just see it getting better from all angles. You know, from the marketing side, from the breeding side, to the people that's buying dogs. You know what I'm saying? Um, sometimes you gotta outsource, bro. Sometimes you gotta go overseas. Sometimes you gotta go to the other side of the world to go find a dog that adds to your program. One thing
I don't believe that part. I think, but you want to know something? I
I believe you got it here, but sometimes, being different. Sometimes just you like, cause think about it like this, bro. We all in the same yard where we all pretty much kind of working the same shit, right? If nobody decide to take the chance and leave, just to go see. It might be something on the other side that we may not know about, and and it may work, may not. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times people like, and we know this, right? If I'm lying, Rob, tell me I'm lying. People like shit that they know unknowns about, like real
yeah.
shit. Like if we gonna say that, like we could say we've been breeding dogs in America all fucking day. The moment I say, man, you know what, man, I bought this stuff from overseas. They like, you did what? That's the first, because they like, man, how did he do that? First of all.
Yeah,
Now,
but think about it, Tone. Look, bro. The majority of the shit that I've been seeing coming in
no,
from
no,
overseas,
no,
though, bro.
no, for sure though. I agree with you. Like, it's definitely some fucked up shit that come from over there though. Like, no cap. Just like we got fucked up shit that
For
we
sure.
sent over there. You know what I'm saying? It's a thin line. So you have to really, like, I would tell people, you just got, like, you have to educate yourself on what you're doing and how you're doing it. This is not, the dog game is not an easy game, and it's not something that you can learn overnight, and it's not something that you can be trustworthy with everybody that you spend your money with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this shit is definitely a gamble, and shit, you gotta be willing to put your boots in. You say it's like the worst whole community is lazy and failed drug dealers. Facts. I can't agree to that, bro, because it's a lot of guys that got careers that spend a lot of money on dogs, fam. You do have, but there's drug dealers in everything that you do. Like the fucking president of fucking Kennedy was a fucking drug dealer. Cause like, let's not let the drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what I hate. This is what I don't. I'm gonna say hate, because hate is a strong word. What I dislike is when they say, you know, only drug dealers and scammers come into the dog world. Well, shit, it's drug dealers and scammers and everything.
I mean, bro, first of all, if you want to be one of the biggest drug dealers and one of the biggest scammers, you need to become a politician, not a dog breeder.
That's who getting the money. Like, they scamming like ain't no tomorrow. So there's drug dealers in trucking, there's drug dealers in taxes, and like, come on, bro. Like, I don't like when people try to put it, they were selling drugs, so they
Man, listen, I don't care what nobody say, bro. Politicians is some of the worst people in the world, bro. Period.
Say doctors are the biggest drug dealers. Nah, for sure. They selling, they giving what they call it, perk 90s and shit. And how you think people found out about fentanyl and all that type of wild shit, man?
Hold on, hold on, wait a minute. A synthetic version of heroin. You feel me?
Come on, bro. All right, let's be honest here. Like, so don't. But that's why I say it's when people be trying to paint a narrative, like, because it's a lot of people that come to these dogs, bro, that, you know, have, like, you know what I'm saying, careers and things like that. Even like myself, man, I got a career, bro. Like, I ain't no ex-drug dealer, you know what I'm saying? So I hate when people try to put that perspective, like, oh, you know, they ex-drug dealers, or, you know, that's not
because you black and you got a beard.
Yeah. Nah, like doctors are the biggest drug dealers for sure, man. That's, yeah. I just think because, and, you know, I just be frank, just because we black, sometimes we get the negative image. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not saying it's not even deserved at some points, bro. Because like I said, I've seen some of these dog shows. Now, I think this is gonna make for a different topic, so I'll save it. But, you know, the way that the exotic dog shows function, you know, I think it's something that you damn near have to be a part of this culture or from where we're from to understand why it functions the way.
Hey, you read his comment? He say, no, I'm in multiple different breeds. These exotic breeders are different types of trash.
That's Tristan, bro. Tristan been around a minute. I don't know. I forget. He said you missing a point, Tristan. The link is in there, bro. Feel free to come on. Just keep it a little respectful. But
what you mean? Like what you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Oh, he's been commenting a lot in here. I didn't see it. He say, "Worst the whole community is lazy, failed drug dealers." Oh, you must have seen that.
Yeah.
Let's say the majority. Actually, you want to know something, Tristan? I'm gonna let me address this because I just seen it. A lot of people in this community aren't lazy, failed drug dealers. They were looking for another way. You feel me? And a lot of them that are some of the bigger breeders that used to be in that type of style. All they did was took what they learned in business.
Is that Powie Wowie?
Yeah. Yeah. And then came over here to do something better. And
there's nothing wrong with that though.
I don't think it is.
Like that's like That's like you know what I'm saying. You go buy a truck, or you go buy a fucking hair salon, or
I mean, I feel like this drug dealing for black people is like tax evasion for white people. You feel me? I mean, and we don't talk about y'all, so
yeah, don't talk about us. You hear me? Yeah,
you feel me? But like I said, at the end of the day, bro, this it's supposed to be about fun. It's supposed to be about people being able to have an opinion, and either you debate it in a positive fashion or in a professional fashion, or you overlook it. I don't think it should be, you know, what it is now when some people have an opinion. Because like I tell people, bro, this is a business. If you walk into Safeway and be like, bro, I don't like this Pepsi, ain't nobody finna threaten your mama or threaten to punch you in your face because you don't like the Pepsi. So if you don't if you don't like my dog, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
You feel me? If you don't like how I promote or how I brand or how I market, whatever it is you don't like, that is your right to not like that.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Now, if you want to talk shit, just block me or I'll block you, either one.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I think like the biggest thing of it is, bro, you know, you start breeding dogs because, you know, sometimes a lot of times you seen some of your friends or you had family members that was messing with dogs and it kind of intrigued you, and then you kind of seen the money that was into it, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's how it goes, man. Like my pops, man, you know, he fucked with police dogs. He was doing the whole nine. He ran a whole business off of just doing police work with dogs and shit. So, and it just transitioned. So I just tell homies, bro, it's a lot of people that come from a different walks of life, man. You just can't sit there and say that, you know, this is the demographic for you.
Yeah. How's it going, Casey? Nice to have you on.
How's it going?
Okay. So now,
hold on. Let me go turn my TV off. Hold on.
Okay, yeah. So this is the lady that was in the comments, bro, with the 19 million paragraphs.
Oh yeah. No, she was writing a book. You hear me?
Bro.
No, I think y'all have me wrong. Like, I'm not mad. Like, and I get it. I came from pit bulls. I came from the ADBA country shows. The motherfuckers are showing with no shirts on, with no shoes on. Like, I get it. Like, I know where the American Bullies came from. And I love American Bullies. But you have to understand that I'm looking at this from where I stand now. I'm in AKC, right? They are show dog snobs. Everyone pits against each other, and it's the climate is weird in AKC. Like when you think about, like when you watch Westminster Show Dog and you see show dogs and you see they're up there parading around and everybody looks all stuffy. It's like that in real life. So people look at like exotic bullies and all that stuff like just trash. And I don't have anything against the people, but I guess my point is, like I heard you were saying, like you were like, it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be people come together and, you know, you enjoy your dogs and stuff. But I think that when you're breeding dogs and you're playing God like that, you have a certain responsibility. And that's to breed dogs that are healthy and that aren't in pain, structurally correct. And that's why you do the OFA checks, you do the health tests, you do all these things. And if like people in your breed aren't doing that, you're going to be the first one doing it. And if you find that they're not passing these tests, you understand that you have work to do. You have to find good hips. You have to find good elbows for these dogs, because the elbows and the front end structure is what is just horrible. A lot of them can't even stand on the pads of their feet. Their feet are so rolled over. It's sad. And I know this, I'm not talking about y'all's dogs, but you know who I'm talking about.
Listen, we do this for real. So you notice we ain't said nothing. Because we see it.
Yeah, because the majority of what I see is structurally just, it's like a nightmare. Like these dogs got to be in pain. I've seen people, like dudes having dogs on and they're like, this dog is so dope. And oh my God, look at the headpiece on it. And the dog literally can't hardly walk. It has to like sit down. Like it can't stand there. It's got to sit because it can't hold itself.
Some people come from an era where if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. So I'll tell you this, if you ever see me compliment a dog head or a dog eyes or something like that, that means I think the dog is just fucked up. I just didn't want to say nothing bad.
Right. And I get that. And like, I know that like the AKC shows and like the shows that you all attend and like even the UKC shows, they're all very different atmospheres, different goals, different people. And I get that.
Yeah,
But
the
it's like
AKC is like a
everybody
cult,
wants to
bro. Them people
defend
are
this
like a
breed, but it's so hard to defend it when you don't like I have yet to see an exotic bully that doesn't look uncomfortable or like that is structurally sound or doesn't have nares or doesn't have like it sounds horrible. So that's why it's so hard to like defend this. And I know
but
that there is a standard
okay,
for the breed now. And
so
when
let
I
me
was
say
saying
this.
earlier, I was talking about like the purpose, like dog breeds. So AKC dog breeds are, they're old, like old white dudes done or whoever done wrote these standards however many years ago, like the Rottweiler. They were bred for a purpose. They were guardian dogs. They were actually hurting, uh what's it called? Like livestock guardian dogs at one point. They have thick fur because of a certain reason. They have their front end a set, like the way that they're built in the front is for a certain reason. Like all of these things were taken in consideration for the purpose of the dog. But when you get to like these exotic bullies, and I take it that their purpose is companionship. Is that right? Because like they
Right.
don't
It's
have a
it's labeled
job necessarily.
it's labeled a companion animal, but even the dogs with purpose of why they were created. How many of those dogs, let's be honest, how many of those dogs are actually serving their purpose?
Oh, now that's another thing. But I would say a lot of the people, so, conformation shows are breeding stock evaluations. That's what conformation is. You are evaluating breeding stock. You want the best possible breeding stock for your litters. And that's what conformation shows are. But most people I know in most breeds, now, of course, there's dogs that are only companions, like Pekingese and shit. They don't do anything. They sit on somebody's lap. That's what they do, right? So that's like they've always been bred for companionship. So temperament is going to be a bigger factor for those dogs. But the ones that do have purpose, I'm in Staffordshire Bull Terriers. They have a purpose. They are terriers. They can hunt. They are
Yeah, but see,
supposed to
but
be
that's what I'm saying.
agile.
But see, I understand what the breed purpose of certain breeds are for.
But what
My
I'm saying
problem,
is people still do these things with their dogs,
but
or
not the
they do
people
dog
that be
sports,
online talking
which
shit
is
about exotic. Because
like
listen,
that.
anytime I see somebody jump on my page talking about that dog is unhealthy, it can't breathe, and I go to their profile, bro, they weigh like 400 pounds, be like 5'2". Like, you're unhealthy. You can't
Oh,
breathe.
and I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that.
So I
And
know.
to me,
So I don't care what breed of dog you have. I know you're not walking it. You feel me? I mean, I know
that's
that
true.
dog ain't
That is
out
Yeah.
true.
there doing nothing.
I
And
it's,
that's
so
the internet though. People love to sit behind and just say whatever, and you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. So
that's the internet in general. That's like what people do.
Oh,
yeah,
go
so
ahead, Tom.
I just want to kind of give you the perspective, like, and I understand that you're in the AKC world, and and it's two different worlds. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I
Um,
know. And I know
yeah,
AKC is shitty. It is. There's a lot of problems in AKC. It's
yeah,
political, it's money hungry just as much as people want to say like exotics, like people are breeding for money, it's this and that. It's the same. It happens in every dog breed because we're humans. This is the
yeah,
shit that we do, right?
yeah,
But I think I want, like I know that people love these dogs because people like really love these dogs. Like they're breeding them, they got the shows, people are coming out, they're buying them, they love these dogs. And my only point is if you can create the healthiest, like comfortable dog that you can, that's my only point in it. And I just think that I think it's achievable, but I don't think it's where it needs to be right now in
nah.
general.
So I think if you really been in the trenches with these dogs with these exotics, which I have, you have seen the development. You have seen the development from the beginning. Well, since I started, I say, and I'm going back as far as 2012.
You
The
mean it's
develop,
it's getting better?
yes, it's getting way better. It's
For
getting way
sure.
better. I think between like 2012 and 2015 were it was a lot of crashing dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, they were bigger dogs. Um, Like if you think about the Pacos, you think about the Paquetes, some of the Dax style dogs.
Yeah, the Rockin' Ruby, Lucky
The
Luciano.
Rockin' Rubies, the Remembering Cairo was a pit, but they promoted it as American Bully. That's another story of another day. But you know, you had the Razor, you had Gotti Line, you had Corrupts, you had, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of style of dogs that was out, but they considered those dogs exotics, and they were not. They was American Bullies. They was one step from being pits and one step from being American Bully. You went too far to the left, you got pissed. You went too far to the right, you got too much. But I think over time it's been getting a better balance. Like there's a lot of great dogs out, man. You got the Boogies of the world. You got you got the Crowns, the KBs, you got the Smash, you got Bullets, you got Toro Brothers, you got.
I couldn't even. You wanna know
And
something?
see, like people in my breed, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, they're not common in the United States at all. And anytime someone sees one, they're like, oh, it's a pit bull, or oh, it's an Amstaff. It's not. Amstaffs are more, you know, that's like quote unquote the pit bull of AKC. They have the ear crop. They're like, you know, between 50 and 75 pounds. The Staffordshire Bull Terrier, my bitch, is only 28 pounds. That is as big as she will get. So they are a smaller bully breed. They do not get their ears cropped. But people in my breed have been so uptight about it because, like, it's kind of hard to get your hands on a really well-bred Staffordshire Bull Terrier in the U.S. because everyone's, like, clenching them to their chest because they don't want these exotic breeders to get a hold of them because they're small bullies breeds. You know what I'm saying? They're close. They're like a stepping stone for that.
They don't even exist heavily in the States like they used to anymore either.
Yeah, no, they don't.
So where are you all finding it's more popular? Like if you were to say, like, what country is really like doing their thing with exotics? Is it not the United States?
Yeah, America. You got, man, you know, California, Texas, Florida.
You want to know something? But I would say some of the better dogs, though, bro. Let's be honest, man. I would have to say China.
Yeah, for sure, China for sure. But that's what I'm saying. Like this is what I tell people. If you want to outsource your dogs, you want to get better dogs, bro. You got to go where some people won't go. Like
yeah, but the thing is, and we used to have Rottweilers, and so the last Rottweiler we had was imported from Italy. And the thing is like everyone, you know, and you all it may be the same in your breed. Everyone's like, oh, it's an import. It's an import. You know, I paid to have them flown over here. It's an import. But what they don't understand is overseas, like dilated cardiomyopathy is a big issue in Rottweilers. It's basically a heart disease you can't test for, and they just die. Like they just keel over. It's like a heart attack. Yeah. And it came from overseas, and they're breeding, like, you know, they do Shetland and they do all these things, but they're breeding these dogs with this heart problem, and it's made its way over here. So that's the thing. Like people think these imports and stuff are so much better, but they have worse health problems than our dogs sometimes. So you got to be careful.
Yeah. But that's the thing about being a breeder, though. Sometimes that's why it's your job to do the experiment. You know what I'm saying? When people come purchase from you, that's their, you know, they're purchasing a product. So, you know, and it's our job to educate them, say, hey, this is what's going on. This is, you know what I'm saying? So,
and that's why I say the health testing and all that shit is so important, because as long as you know, like every breed has different stuff that you health test for.
Yeah.
But if you know, like if you get a bitch and you're like, oh, she's really nice, but she reaches 2 years old and you get her hips OFA graded or whatever, and they're like, they have hip dysplasia at that point. You make a decision. I'm not going to breed this dog because she's not breeding stock.
Like when you talk about the OFA testing and pin hip and all of that, when it comes to the exotic, look, I agree with you, because what the exotic is created from, it was created from a breed that is prone to a lot of this bullshit. So
yes, which a lot of dogs are. I mean, you can find it in any breed. You know what I'm saying? But of course, bulldogs and stuff, they're prone to it. And respiratory issues. And that's what I'm saying. If you all open that door, it could mean good things for the breed. That's my only point.
But yeah, then too. But it's all about what's being sought after too as well. You know what I'm saying? Like if people want bulldogs and they okay with their deformities, because you got people that breed strictly bulldogs.
But you have to think: am I breeding for the betterment of this breed, or am I breeding for what other people want?
Yeah, but
and at some point, you have to ask yourself, this shit is what I'm doing. These dogs ain't healthy. What can I do different?
But this is
And
the thing,
people
bro.
will catch on.
What if we're breeding towards the standard that they have set for the exotic?
You can work to get that, because that's not an old standard. You can be like, look, this standard is what it is, but we're seeing now as advocates of the breed, as people like you are an expert of the breed. You've been in it, you've been around it. You're one of the people who can speak on it. I can't. You all can. I can't. But you can say, look, this is what the standard says, but I started testing my dogs and this shit ain't working out because my dogs have hip dysplasia and they got to be put down by the age of 6 or 5 or whatever it is. People eventually are going to be like, oh, you know what? I don't want these other dogs because they going to die.
You have to look at it. Most of the dogs that are dying in our community is due to negligence. You feel me? To be honest with you, people leaving their dogs
which is another problem, because that's another thing that can be helped though. What are you doing to vet these homes? Are you holding these people to standards? Like when I bought my dog, I signed a contract. I have to show her at least 3 times a year. There's all these things I have to do, or the breeder gets the dog back. And you all can do that. You all can say, look, you don't take it to the vet and do all this stuff. I need proof. You all don't microchip it. I need proof. If I need to be able to check in on the dog, if you ever have to get rid of this dog, it goes back to me first. If you don't show it 3 times a year, it comes back to me. Like these are things y'all can control in the contract. Now,
in our community, when it comes to the registry, it's a popularity contest, and that's why I try to focus.
Which sucks. That sucks. And I hate that.
But see, I'm not gonna complain about the politics. I'm just gonna learn the politics, and that's why I try to grow this page as big as I can. That's why I try to drop as many views as I can. So when
Yes, I know that politics are a reason, but you have to have the best interest of the dogs in mind. The rest of the shit will fall in line. People are gonna go for that.
So I'm gonna say this because I feel where you're coming from, but I
get that the worlds are they're 2 worlds that are really far apart, and I do understand that. I'm just saying, I get that.
Not even that, because even with AKC, they let certain things into they let people breed certain styles of dogs into their programs too as well. So I think man, they just alike. It's just different people playing the parts. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and I don't disagree. There's a lot of bullshit that goes on at AKC, and there's people that are not doing what's in the best interest of the dogs. There's grand champions that aren't health tested. Absolutely, and I'm not disagreeing with any of that. But I think my only objection to the exotic breeders that I see on my feed, which my timeline only probably gives me shit that I don't agree with, because that's how the internet works. But yeah. I just don't see people caring about health at all. And I'm not saying you all, but just in general. So my point is, if more exotic and micro or whatever breeders just gave a shit about something other than the headpiece, the color, the this and that, I think it would do a lot for the breed. And I think people outside of the, exotic circle would take interest in it more. And grow y'all's shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's hard for people to take them seriously when you see these dogs that are so messed up.
Yeah, I think when you're looking at the exotic, it's a lot of things that go into it, man.
It is. It's so multifaceted and it's so deep and it's a lot. It is.
See, Casey, maybe people. Oh, go ahead, Tom. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not a one. It's not a fit all type of thing. Like you got certain people that breed strictly for structure. You got certain people that breed strictly for colors and lilacs. You know what I'm saying? So you got that breed for for certain styles and angulation. So it's all like in exotic, there's always room for somebody that want to change something, but that doesn't mean that other 40% is gonna come.
I understand.
Yeah,
even with the breeding for color, is there a way does color dilution alopecia have a test? I know blues, lilacs, just those type of colors in general come with more skin issues generally. Yeah. And I don't know if that's been Because like even in my breed, like blues are a thing in Staffords, but it's not desired.
This is where the American Bully came from. So this is why we developed some of those same issues you're talking about. We definitely have.
Right. Yes, and so do Staffordshire Bull Terriers. Because of course, my breed has breeders that is like, I got the blue Staffords. There was someone in the UK that just posted last week they got the first lilac Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and we're all just like, here the fuck we go. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody's gonna want one, and it's just gonna go down that whole hill, and it's gonna be a bunch of unhealthy dogs because everyone's like, I just want the blue dog, I want the lilac dog, not thinking, okay, this dog genetically is kind of fucked up and it's got health issues, but we're gonna ignore that. Well, and I think that's my only thing. I would like to see it. I'd like to see exotics taken more seriously outside. You know what I'm? Does that make sense? Like,
yeah. But see, let me ask you a question. To get to develop a stable breed, with health and structure, how long do you think that takes?
Oh, a long time. Especially, but you know what? I'm not even gonna say a long time because the American Bully came about in my lifetime, and it seemed quick. And there's a lot of structurally correct American Bullies, like the standards and the classics and all that stuff. There's some really nice ones.
So let's talk about that. When the American Bully was created, it came about in the 90s, but it came about with Staffordshire Terriers bred to American Bulldogs, to dogs that already had the structure and health.
Yeah, the Amstaffs, right. It was, and I agree with that.
So what started messing it up is when people started breeding more to the English Bulldog, and then when
the French Bulldogs, and
that's when the exotics came. Then the French Bulldogs,
which French Bulldogs as a breed, as a purebred breed, French Bulldogs are not a healthy breed, anyways. Same with with English Bulldogs. They are a generally unhealthy breed. I grew up with an English Bulldog. They smell fucking terrible. They got eye problems. They got yeast problems. They got ear problems. Generally, they have issues. So when you take these dogs and it's just like it compounds it, and then you throw in people who just really don't know what they're doing, they just want a certain color, it just creates this like shitstorm.
But once again, so the exotic has not been around for
that long, right?
So granted,
you feel like y'all are still like in the early pioneer days of this breed.
Back in the day, integrity played a part. So the shit that we bred back then that didn't fit right. I mean, honestly, we believed in culling. Nowadays, you're going to jail. You put a dog down. You feel me? I mean, it's a completely different era. But we also didn't show it. Nowadays, people are bringing out steps and not finished products.
Right. I understand. It's a journey. I get that. And I'm glad that y'all are opening the conversation so that, because it really is about knowledge and everybody starts somewhere. Like I said, like there was a time I didn't know about any of this shit, right? And there's a lot of breeders that are actively breeding litters and don't even know that you can get a dog OFA, like elbows and hips done. But it's just the knowledge of it going forward. And I think just, you know, if people just keep pressing health as an issue, I think it'll go in the right direction.
But we need people like you who don't breed our breed of dogs, that have a knowledge of dogs, to start coming out on some of these lives that when the conversation is open to have. Because look, I sent out a mass message to people who were talking shit about dogs. It was like 750 messages that were sent out when this live started. And it was an invite for people to come listen and speak their minds and talk. Nobody wants to talk. They just want to talk shit.
And I think it's because they feel like it's not worth it. It's not worth the time of day. Or again, people love to just state how they feel on the internet and log off and be like, oh, I feel good because I told them that they're shitty and I feel better about it now. Because that's basically, it's an ego. It's like a big ego trip on the internet.
Look, Casey,
but the people who care, like you and I, have to talk about it.
Breeder, and Tone will tell you that I'm like, I ain't gonna say I'm number one hated, but you know, I'm definitely hated in our community because I advocate for it. If you got a dog that can't fucking breathe, I'm gonna speak up. I'm gonna say something about it, especially if you post the shit on social media. And if you don't like it, I just don't give a fuck.
Right. Because it really don't matter. Like you said, it really don't amount to anything.
Well, see, in our community, people are afraid to get counseled. If I talk shit about this dog, then people aren't gonna like me. They're not gonna share my post. They're not gonna talk about my dog in a positive manner. Like, I don't care about things like that.
Right. And it's stupid. And you see that in AKC too. You really do. Like, it is a popularity contest, and people will be like, well, why didn't you like my post? Or like, I won in that show ring and I didn't see y'all clapping. Like, who in the hell said I got clap for anybody? But it's just like, and I get it. It is a popularity contest, but people have to stop caring about that at some point and try to, when you playing God with these dog breeds, like, you got to at some point care about what you're producing and the quality of their life.
Yeah. With you, man. You know, like I say, man, I feel like UKC and ABR dogs, they all in the same conversation. They just too, and that's okay though. But I feel like, you know, shit, I might not be here when it happens, but shit, it's just, you know, you got to start the conversation, and as long as you know that you breeding your dogs better than somebody start well. You know what I'm saying? Being informative, keep informing people. You know what I'm saying? Who the pendulum? Because a lot of people don't know what hogs is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go talk to some people, they're not too informed because the exotic breed is the first dog that they start. They're not
Right.
always as educated. And somebody that been breeding weenie dogs since the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And she could probably walk me through everything that her breed and went through and what she didn't went through and all that type of stuff. But with the exotic breed, with this only been around shit as the like real exotics, like 2015, 2013 type of thing.
I wouldn't even say 13. I would say closer to the 15, like you said.
Yeah, like this is really, like, we're really in a growing space to create better dogs. You do, like, there's better dogs out there, and there's dogs that are still kind of early in the game. So you just gotta kind of be perspective, like, and we know, and like as breeders, there's dogs that have created phenomenal dogs, even though that they wasn't the best dog.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can. It all comes down, like, it's genetics, and that's why, like, when you know what you're doing and you can incorporate line breeding and you can look at pedigrees and say, okay, this dog's on the top and the bottom, and I know that these are the qualities that I want to double down on, and you learn that.
Well, see, that's one of the biggest problems in our community, though. These pedigrees ain't truly matching up with the dogs. People are still hanging papers, and that's a whole nother.
Oh yeah, and it sucks. Yeah, right. That's a whole, and it's tale as old as time too.
What's this?
Yeah. So my thing is, so do you believe so? But see, this is the thing. I and this is my opinion.
Go get a piece and do it.
We did start OFA testing and PinHip testing. That even if the dogs did come back that had serious problems, they've spent so much money for that dog, they're not going to give a fuck. They're still going to breed it.
Right. And see, like where I'm standing at, I only have one dog right now, and I did my research on the breeders for years. I wanted this breed. It took me a long time to pull the trigger on it, but the breeding happened. I got my bitch. It was fine. And everyone's like, oh, when you gonna breed her? When you gonna breed her? The thing is until she proves herself in that confirmation ring, I don't know that I'm going to breed her. And she's done really well. Like, she turned 1 in November, and she's done really well. Like, she's good. But these dogs have to prove themselves before they are able to be bred. And that's another thing. Like, people get a dog and they're like, oh, I'm going to breed it. I'm going to breed it. And I get that. I've been that person. I had pit bull litters of 20 because I done ran this dog to my bitch 3 times because I want this litter. And then, like, you got all these puppies and you really don't know what to do with them. And I get that because I've been there. But it's like, these dogs have to prove they're fit to standard, they're fit for health before they get bred. We have issues in our breed, people breeding males that are like 9 and 10 months old. And that's stupid. That's really dumb. That dog hasn't proved itself.
First of all, we got people in our community breeding females that are like 6 and 7 months.
Which is horrible. I mean, and already if there's health issues in place, that bitch is going to be dead.
But so
like, it's horrible for him.
Let's talk about this real quick since you brought it up. What do you feel the problem is with breeding a male at 10 months.
They're not proven to be the breeding stock that they could be. Like in my breed, they mature out at like 3 years old. Now, the problem is like people take dogs and say they have a puppy and they'll show it. Like right now, the lines my dog comes from are late maturing, but there's dogs her age that come in the show ring who look much more mature than her. And these all breed judges who aren't specialist judges will put up the more mature looking dogs, even though that's not correct. By the time the dog is mature, it will be overdone because there's such thing as overdone. I don't know about in exotics, but in our breed, it's
Well,
a
we
blend.
have a
It's a
regular
50-50
we have
blend of bull and terrier. So they put up these dogs that already look mature. And so people are like, oh, my dog's been winning. He took best of winners. He took best in show. Somebody want to breed to him. But then when the dog's 3 years old, his bite done went wrong. He's overdone. He's not to the standard anymore. And that's like you pulled the trigger too soon. You got to let the dog develop and see, is this dog genetically actually correct? Or does he look good at a year and a half, but at 3 years old, he ain't going to look right no more? Because anything can, I mean, these dogs can change. And
like with the exotic game, see, we're in this breed, things move so fast. Like, I'm talking, like, if you like put like this, if you skip your dog heating and breeding exotics, you like 2 years behind. Like that's how fast. And so,
yeah, but is that just a what word am I looking for? Not opinion, but because think about it. Look at Crown. Look how old Crown is.
Yeah,
Crown is still popping. You know, people are still looking to have baked blood up front to run a certain blood, and that dog's like fucking 8 years old.
Nah, for sure. But if put like this, so like if I skip, let's say if I skip, right, there's gonna be about 20 bloods that come out in the next 6 months.
That's right, half
round. And so
yes,
that's like almost you missing your opportunity to start working on your next blood. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, but you can always take semen. You can store it. I've known people that have taken semen off of dogs that they knew were going to die. They were old, but the male, it really stays. Like as far as semen goes, you can really use it up until the dog is older.
What he's talking more about is you bring this dog out. This dog is very popular right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you wait till he matures, you may miss your time with that dog.
And that's one of the reasons. That's a difference between y'all's like show world and ours. Like people want longevity in the ring in AKC. They want to be able to compete in veterans classes and still win when the dog's 5, 8 years old. And I get that it's a popularity thing, but that just links back to the money. It's another thing of, I got to make this money right now. My dog's hot right now. I got to get these studs. I got to stud them out. All these people want semen from my dog without any regard to the bitches they're running them to. So you just letting your stud run to all these crooked ass bitches. You helped produce those dogs. So now you got all these puppies that ain't healthy. You've got to be picky. You can't just run your dog because people want to use it. You've got to be picky. I know, let me see the bitch. You cannot run this dog to this bitch because she's fucked up. No, I'm not having my name on there.
I don't think we have selective breeding going on in this community at all.
And that's a problem. And that's a good conversation. You can start with that conversation. Selective breeding. I'm not going to run to any bitch.
What's your thoughts on this, Tom?
Huh?
What's your thoughts on this?
Nah, for sure. I believe, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I believe selective breeding would be a great thing. But I think you would have a lot of people. See, that'll be like, you know, like inflation in the dog game, because you have a lot of people getting. I say it'll be a ripple effect. But I'm gonna say this is what I'm gonna say. When it comes to exotic breeders, well, people that want to breed exotic dogs, it's a lot of people that don't have quality dogs. So they feel like I'm gonna just take the gamble. I'm a gamble. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's not gonna turn my money away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna take the gamble, and that's a lot of the mindsets of the stud of the person that has the female dog. And
yeah,
with a lot of people experimenting or taking risks, you know what I'm saying? They feel like since the stud owner feels like it's not my yard, it's their yard. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what my yard will do.
Right. They don't want responsibility in that, but there
Or
should
or
be,
or
is
or,
what I'm
or,
saying.
or from this aspect, they're trying to better their yard. That's why they're coming to my dog. So who am I to turn them down?
Yeah.
Right. But just because you got this great stud and just because this person over here has a female and she may be all right, you could breed those two dogs and every single one of them got issues. And you, at that point, you say, okay, we need to back up. What went wrong here? This dog is producing this. See, that's like an R breed. Like the breeder I got my dog from, she had this one male. His name was Jagger. Very nice fucking male. But through trial and error, through having litters, she found that all of his offspring's litters created underbites, which is a disqualification. And they figured out that this dog is creating this. Yes, he's very nice. Yes, he has nice litters, but every grandchild is throwing this certain trait that we don't want. So she stopped breeding him. It's like you've got to be that picky. And I know that, like we talked about, it's early on for exotics and y'all may not be to that point yet. But at some point, somebody's going to have to put their foot down and be like, look, I'm going for quality over quantity. Y'all can fuck with this other stud who's got 1,000 fucking kids out here. My stud is only having 10 mates this year. And if you want on the list, let me know. But they will have to be okayed by me. I'm not just sending it out to anybody. And then it's going to create a demand, which I know works in the favor of the climate that y'all are dealing with. Whatever's rare and hard to get is going to be sought after.
Yeah, for sure. I think for me, like, I'm definitely gonna start doing more better breeding practices. You know.
Yeah, and that's where that's all you do. You start saying, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna look into this and I'm gonna see what I can do. Even small stuff will put
but
the breed in a better position.
Even though it may start off kind of rough because a lot of people getting this to make money.
That's the problem. It fucks with their pocket. So
you got a bloodline that you really seek with. Either they're gonna buy puppies from you or they're gonna use your stud. You know what I'm saying? Or they're gonna find a dog that meets what you want to breed their dog to. So,
absolutely. But you can only control what you can control.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. So I definitely agree. I'm like, for me, I definitely want to breed dogs for me. I'm in making a better stock. Like I ain't for myself personally, I haven't had a litter like almost 2 years, for real. Because I'm very, like, I've been very picky on the dogs that I want and that I want to move the pendulum forward. So,
and that's good. That's exactly that's what you should be doing. That's good.
And I think for a lot of people, they'll start they breed dogs because like I made a post, I made a reel. I said that a lot of times a dog might be phenomenal, but it may not be phenomenal. And that means a lot because a lot of times people will say, "Dog, man, that dog's super dope," but he may not be the dog that you need. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people go in that direction, like, "Nah, that dog it's hot, it's popping. I need that blood in my yard." And you may be taking 5 steps back because you may not even need that to get to where you're trying to go.
Right. You could use that stud and have a litter and be like, "This is not what I wanted," and all these dogs got problems and. Most of them died. Like, what's going on?
And back in the day, people would use their studs in their yard first before they would breed to anything.
Nah, for sure. They wouldn't even pull it out. They wouldn't even show that motherfucker until it was worth showing. Like I remember this one guy, he had like 5 studs in his yard, like 10 females. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, all these hoes look good. He's like, nah, they don't. You know what I'm saying? He never posted them. And if he did, he sold it to somebody behind closed doors or whatever it was. But, and when he did bring out a stud, it was the one. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't he wasn't bringing out 5 different studs, like pick one, which one you want. It was more of a selective choice of what he wanted, what you wanted to breed. And
I think the bully community also places the male dog, the stud, on this pedestal, like, oh, it's a really nice stud dog. He's gonna throw this, he's gonna throw that. but your female should be the nicest thing. Like it's all got to be there. And I feel like a lot of times people will just breed. This isn't like they consider it a nice stud dog and they'll just run it to anything because they're like, oh, he's a nice stud dog. He'll throw good dogs for you. But the female has to be equal or better than the male. And I know that the male is the showstopper in general. Even in AKC, you want to win shows, you want to have a showy, flashy dog, you want to get a male because they're the showstoppers. The females are usually smaller or whatever the case for whatever breed.
See,
But the female should be the basis of your kennel. You've got to have good, structurally sound females and
Chuck, so
build on that.
We got a comment from Chuck on YouTube, and it says I guess he said bully breeders need more education on dogs and breeding all the way around, from American bully to exotic bully. Most breeders start line breeding too soon.
I agree
with that.
Absolutely. And like that's one of the like top problems is that people are doing the shit and they don't have mentors. They don't have people to learn from. They just read shit on Facebook or wherever they're reading it and they're just like, oh, I can have 2 dogs fuck. I can do this. I can raise a litter. But there's so much more into it. But I think a lot of it's ignorance. And I don't say ignorance in a bad way. I mean ignorance in that they just don't know. And there's no one in their circle that can teach them that. And so it's innocent ignorance, really. But it has effects.
Sure. Yeah, and I think that's really all it is. Like, and if it's on you to want to educate yourself as a breeder. And if you don't know, you can't fault nobody for not knowing. But I think as long as you got people like myself and other people that's trying to really breed better dogs and produce better dogs and make the breed better, then it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It may not happen as fast as we want to, but it's gonna come in due time. I think a lot of times when you got people that's breeding dogs, they fall under a certain umbrella, and they may not be the most popular breeder or more sought after person, but it's always good to have somebody that's very informative when it comes to educating a person about a dog. Because I mean, when I first started, I bought a train, I bred a train wreck to a train wreck and got train wrecked. You know what I'm saying? And I had a dog that I thought was great. I every time I take it to the show, the dog overheat. And I just like, and over time I was like, man, I want to get better dogs. And so I end up, pet homing the dogs and just looking at the breed as in a different space because I wanted better dogs. And so you have to, I think sometimes some people learn the hard way. They want to go through it and say that they, they figured it out. But sometimes it's okay to skip the line. It's okay to, hey.
See, I just believe, Tone, in our community, bro, people just want to be smarter than the next person.
Yeah, they don't want
to. We have people in our community that tag themselves as educators that haven't even put 2 dogs.
Yeah, it's like a pissing contest.
You feel me?
I think she said 2 train wrecks equals a Buzz Hill now. But say at the same time, this is my first. That was my first introduction into the exotic. So, and the thing of it was the dog wasn't really a bad dog. It was just that the stud dog that I used, it was a heavy bulldogish dog that carried certain traits. They have, the breathing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and just because that dog don't show it doesn't mean that it ain't gonna throw dogs that have the problem.
Yeah.
So that's like you said, you slow down and you are vetting your options more. Like that's all you can do. When you know better, you do better, and that's literally as humans all we can fucking do ever.
Well, see, like I said, our problem in our community, once again, when somebody tries to tell you how to do better, then now you're tagged as being a hater.
Which sucks.
And it's unfortunate because sometimes I see a lot of people really just trying to see people win, and they get a bad rap from doing it. So now people start to sit back and not say anything.
Yeah. So and I think for me now, like what my focus is now as a breeder is to open up my network from not just for people in Texas or Mississippi or Arkansas or whatever. Like my goal is to really tap in with everybody to to really see who's doing what. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to become the best breeder that I can be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not so focused on what is now, what is happening now.
You
I
looking at the
look at
bigger
dogs in
picture.
Brazil, huh?
I said you trying to look at the bigger picture, and I get that.
Yeah, for
See,
sure,
I'm
for
in
sure.
Kentucky, and exotics and all that stuff, I don't see them a lot here, but the fucking French bulldog fad has us in a chokehold.
Now, see,
Nah,
Everybody
for
wants
sure.
a Merle,
I'm in
fluffy
South
French
Dakota.
bulldog.
I'm in South Dakota, and I don't see no exotics out
Damn,
here.
you're in South Dakota?
Yeah, but the problem is the Frenchies though are crazy out here.
I can't get with it. They all got too many problems. Like, and again, French bulldogs, well bred, ethically bred French bulldogs are not necessarily healthy dogs. Like, they have issues as it is. So, like, when you pair all that up, it's just bad. And then people are getting puppies that are dying after like a year because they've got breathing problems and whatever else they got.
And
My
that's what
nephew just bought one, spent like $5,000 fucking dollars on the dog from some dude who just ain't even a breeder. You know what I'm saying? They just bred some French bulldogs,
He
and
just
it was
got
Merle,
he
so
got
he
a
bought
great
it.
promotion scheme, and that's what I don't knock people that got great promotion, but at the same time, man, if you don't know what you're talking about and what you're dealing with, man, you just as bad as the person that.
man. See, I feel like this, Tone. If you can't show me what you talking about in your own yard, I ain't trying to hear it.
Yeah.
And
Like
I think
even
a
like I
lot of
told
people
you,
step in and find out, like, yeah, you can have a litter of puppies. And like, I don't think they realize it's hard finding one dog a home. But when you got like 8 fucking puppies and you got to find all of them a home, a good home, the shit is hard.
that shit
And people
hard.
get in over their head and they just be like, fuck it. That's what I feel like a lot of times. Like, as
Yeah,
far
I
as
ain't gonna lie to
backyard
you.
breeders
Like,
around here.
yeah, like I'm only like I'm cool with having just 4 or 5 puppies. I can do that all day, 7 days a week, no problem. You hear me?
I told you, we had a litter of 21 and 18
Yeah.
lived, and it was American Pit Bull Terriers. And I'm gonna tell you now, I'll never do that shit again in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Fuck
think
that.
the most puppies I had at one time was like I think 17, 16 pups.
And it's fucking stupid, ain't it? It's
Yeah,
stupid.
that shit is
Don't nobody
insane.
want to
That
do
shit
that.
is nah, nobody want to do that.
Listen,
If
I'm
you
happy.
do,
Hey, I'm happy with a 6-piece, bro.
yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with a 4-piece. You hear me?
For
Give
sure.
me 4
Our
good ones.
breed has smaller litters. Like, it's
Yeah,
been known, they've been known to have singletons, and I'm fine with that.
yeah. I ain't tripping.
1
I
or
ain't
2
really.
puppies is fine.
Yeah, like I told
Hey,
my
Avalon, I
I
gotta
don't.
agree. Hey, I gotta agree with you on that, Avalon. He said they get stuck thinking they Facebook friends really gonna spend money with them. For sure. For sure. That's fucking facts.
Yeah. Your Facebook friend is not finna spend money with you, boy. The person that's gonna spend money with you, you ain't even gonna know. You ain't gonna know who he is. Everybody that ever bought a puppy from me, bro, they never was in my network. They was always somebody on the outside or somebody that was
They just came
coming.
along at the right time.
Yeah. So I don't believe in like you got
What
200
up
people
with
on
you,
your
Unc?
live, and not one person gonna spend money with you. You know what I mean? Like that's a real thing. So but yeah, I just got a great I done matured in these dogs and I really know where I want to go with them. And so I just I take my time with it. I'm in no rush. If I'm not, where I want to be next year or the year after that, I'm cool with it. As long as I know that I'm breeding for what I want. And if you want to buy the dog from me, you know what I'm saying, you can. If not, it's perfectly fine. But there's always gonna be a good home for my dogs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just want to like my thing of it is like educating people, you know what I'm saying? Don't fall in the fads, don't get shook by the Photoshop. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
you
Like
all generally keep up with the puppies y'all home? Like, do you generally stay in touch
yeah,
with the people and know what
yeah,
happens with
We
them? And
try
yeah.
to.
Now majority of
right,
the
as
time
much
we
as
try
they'll
to,
allow,
yeah,
you
like
know.
I try to for sure. Like if I could say, you know what I'm saying, the last like 4 years, I probably can track probably about 27, 20, 24 puppies out of 30, 33, 30, 32, 33 puppies. So I can if I needed to reach certain people, I could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, even top, like, whatever you want to call them, AKC, professional, whatever breeds. I mean, nothing stops me from going dark and just never speaking to my breeder again. No, there's nothing you can do about it, right? But
Yeah.
so I get that. But I think a lot of times that's the problem when people try to have all these litters and you got a stud dog and you studding it out to all these people and it's like all these puppies and it's like who has the money to buy all these puppies and who is keeping up with them and where are they ending up? And I think it would be telling if you kind of knew that. I think if y'all seen like a lot of these puppies are ending up in fucked up situations. I mean, in the pound even because people can't keep up with the stuff
I mean, you know, I've been
and it's
breeding
hard.
American bullies for over 20 years. And I think for the most part, I can get in contact with 85% of the people, even to this day, that I've sold dogs to.
And that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, but I think too, you know, you have to take your time when it comes to breeding. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just out here just breeding 100 dogs, you know what I'm saying? You're doing 4 or 5 breedings in 6 months. Unless your dogs are really solid,
Which is crazy because that sounds
Yeah.
miserable.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like you really ain't got no time on your hands because now you stuck to the house because you gotta watch puppies, you gotta
Yeah. And there's no way you keeping
Yeah.
them clean enough if you got that many puppies and that many dogs. I mean,
Hey.
it's hard. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I remember man, the puppies came, boy. That was the worst. Like, the worst feeling to have to keep constantly cleaning up puppies. Then
I'm gonna
too,
tell
with this-
y'all, there's a method. It's called puppy culture, and it's a puppy raising method. I don't know if y'all have heard of it before, but in the future, if you have a litter, look into puppy culture. It's a method you can use to raise litters. It potty trains them. It helps potty train them from the get-go. It helps all kinds of stuff, and it makes it so much easier. It helps you like set up the pen a certain way, and it just makes it so much easier. The puppies learn where to go to the bathroom. They go in a litter area. They don't go where they sleep or play, and it's dope. It makes it so much easier.
yeah, I'm gonna check into that. It's called puppy culture.
Puppy culture. Yep. It's like a whole system. And from what I can tell, you can learn like the whole method through YouTube pretty much. So,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of stuff on it.
Yeah, like I'm gonna definitely check it out. I'm a big student of the game for sure. Like I'm, you know,
As we all should be. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody can do better. And I'm not like, I'm no pro. I'm really newer to AKC. Yeah, I consider myself newer to AKC, even though I followed it like my whole life and stuff. But showing myself, I've only done it for a couple years, so I'm very new to it. And I don't know, I don't go to a show and know everybody. It's not like that at all. Everybody's probably like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Lives like this, to me, is meant for everybody to jump on and state their opinions or learn or teach. Because, like I said, like I'm sure, like the puppy culture thing, I'm sure a lot of people on here had no clue what the hell that is.
hey, swear to God.
No, for real. So
And that's why these conversations are important, because if you really care, if people are always like, "Oh, the dogs aren't healthy," but if you really care, what are you doing to help spread the word about raising healthier litters or whatever it is? That's what the village is supposed to be for. But you know, that don't really exist anymore.
at all, not in our community.
Not at all.
I don't think it ever did over here.
Nah, for sure. Yeah. Well, but hey, man, I'm finna go on and tap out, bro.
Yeah, well, hey, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. So look, Casey, real quick, let everybody know who you are and where they can find you at for your dogs and shit like that. And then Tone, you go next. Oh, he jumped off. Go ahead.
I'm just Casey. You don't, I mean, like I don't got a page for my dogs and stuff like I told you. I don't even know if I'm gonna breed my dog. I just have an opinion and you let me come on here and voice it. That's it.
Nah,
I mean,
for
we
sure.
can do this again one day. It don't matter to me.
Yeah, I'm Tony Henderson. My kennel is the 817 Bully Unit, LLC. I'm a podcast member on the Bully Spitting Podcast on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Every Wednesday night.
Every Wednesday night from 8 to 10. I'm a local photographer, 817 Photography. And yeah, out of Dallas Fort Worth area, man. You know, it was a great opportunity coming on to my boy Rob platform and just talking dogs. So it's definitely dope.
Yeah, so hey, till next time, man. Everybody, I'm Robert McCormick, man. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. Till next time, man, which I don't know when, but I'll probably schedule it out so everybody check it out next time. But hey, salute to everybody for coming on, man. I appreciate y'all.
Nah, for sure.
All right. Thank y'all.